Hello and welcome back to Lit Gaming Arena Overwatch Tournament number 3. I do not have a title yet for this. Yay. Okay, so let's close all the crap in the background. We're good to go. Alright, so whenever this starts, I should be ready. Also say hello to my co-host, Erebos.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
For Philadelphia Fusion, I believe, right?
Yeah, so I used to do some casting for Nerd Street Gamers in Philly, who are affiliated with Philadelphia Fusion. I do casting on my off time. I was a player for a while. I played in EU Competitor Trials, as well as been playing since season 1. But I'm just here to co-host and have a good.
Sounds good to me. Your mic cut out a little bit at the end. Change your Discord noise gate.
Got it.
Yeah. Don't you just love when it just trails in, trails out? It's great. Okay. So yeah, where the fuck are all these teams? Oops, right,
Yeah, so the brackets have just been released, so
okay.
Teams will be getting ready. They'll have about 10 minutes to get ready before their round starts here. Do you know which match we're going to be casting today?
I have no idea what's even going on. You just said the brackets were just regenerated, so I haven't even seen that yet. Hello, welcome to the stream, Jason, Mr. Nobody, Sandwich, Luminous, and Zero.
Yeah, so it looks like the brackets have been released. There's 4 teams currently. The first round will be NJFO 1 versus NJF 2, with the other match being Feeders versus Wolves of Kala. It'll be a best of 1 on a random map decided by the Discord bot in the server.
Solid.
It is a double elimination tournament, with the semis being best of 3 and the finals being best of 5.
I thought we only had enough to do semis and finals this time. Oh, right, double elimination. You're right. My bad. Because I thought we only had 4 teams this week. Or am I on drugs?
I believe there are 4 teams signed up this week. So there will be a subsequent 3 matches before the grand finals, minus the losers bracket.
Okay, perfect. Well, yeah, Holly, that's what happens when you guys duck out of my viewer stream. They're bitching about me not streaming all day until this.
That's all right. If you'd like, I think we'll be casting NJFO 1 versus NJF 2 first here.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and get in the lobby and get ready to go here.
Sounds good. What was the username of the person supposed to? There, I'll just give you the invite. I'll let you do it. Oops. I am very professional. How are you all doing? Very professional. Alrighty. Microsoft Game Awards, I don't know anything about it. Huh.
All right, so it looks like we're just waiting on one more player here. They still have 10 minutes to ready up, so they do have technically time. Just to kind of give a preface it of what this tournament is, would you like to talk about it a little bit?
Well, I mean, as far as I know, we are just doing our weekly tournaments, but that bracket is changing, so I really don't know what's going on. It's very tentative at the moment, but yeah. Like, I know what we were doing last week. This week, and forward, you know what I mean?
That's all right. We got time here. We're just getting ready.
Yeah.
There's no rush there.
Here, let's kidnap Logan and get him to actually talk about this. I'll be right back. Logan,
yeah, you guys are
come talk on stream.
No, I'm not coming to talk with you right now.
No, you're gonna come talk with me.
No, hold up.
I can't join. Oh, there we go. So, while we wait,
I can go ahead and talk about the team rosters if you'd like.
Absolutely. Give her.
Yeah, great. So so we actually have both teams are our sister teams here. So we'll have Dersey and Tommy both on main tank here. We'll have Luminous and who will be joining Windows Fire both on the off tank. Poison Flames and Flare will both be DPS. They're both hit scan specialists. Erebos 8 and Hailstorm are projectile and flex DPS. Watch and Ian are their off supports, and Konako and No will be their main supports. So that's the roster we're kind of looking at. They are sister teams, so we're going to see how they match up here. The map will be King's Row. It'll be played out in full competitive mode, just so all the same settings as comp. The only difference is kill cams will be off, and skins will be off. But beyond that, all the same rule sets as if you've ever played comp before.
Perfect. Yeah, I tried to get Logan to come in and talk about their changes for the tournament format for the future, but he is not down. Oh well.
That's fine. So, so I guess I can talk a little bit. So LGS tournament is it's a community tournament that's meant to kind of bring people from the community together and outside the community to kind of come and just compete in a fun environment. I believe currently they have it weekly, but I think that's going to be revised. But either way, it's a nice small tournament where teams can kind of see how they match up against other players and that sort of a thing. Entering sort of the low T3 scene and kind of the like semi-casual scene, but for those who want to get more into a competitive aspect beyond just the ladder.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely love that. I personally found when I was playing other competitive esports that even if you suck, play a small tournament, because chances are there's going to be diamond and significantly higher in the case of many tournament players, where you can, quite frankly, just learn from your mistake immediately, see how they're doing it, and learn to adapt, as opposed to grinding through the ladder where people are making the same mistakes over and over and over again. It's an amazing learning tool. So even if you suck, come play. There's nothing to lose.
Yeah, and I mean, everyone's got to start everywhere, and a small tournament is a great place to start for a lot of new players who want to get more into a competitive scene. And you don't go into it thinking you're gonna win. You go into it looking to have a good time and to play, and that's kind of what this tournament is all
Yeah.
about.
Lion, if you want to join in on this tournament, I think we need some more players. Do we? I think we need some free agents.
Yeah, so there's a free agent section. I believe there's currently 5 of them now. So if you'd like to hop in, there's more than enough.
Yeah, Lion is one of my viewers that's just shy of Grandmaster, so if you want to hop in, there, you would be of use, that's for sure. It's open. Links in the description. Second link. And you can join the Discord community, which is the first link. I think I set that up correctly. We are waiting for the next... Who are we waiting on exactly? Because we are running low on time.
We are waiting on NJFO2's player. They're going to be subbing Windows Fire out for Ace, who plays the same role, but they're going to they're probably going to need a full 10 minutes to set up here. Okay. The first map will be King's Row. Team NJFO1 will be defending first with NJF2 attack.
Okay. Your mic cut out if you would. I don't know if you'd sound.
Yep. So just, I'm sure everyone's played Overwatch 4, so just talking about King's Row here. Everyone knows it's a hybrid map, so you have the cap, the first point, and then you go into the streets phase and final where you're pushing a payload. So in Contenders and Overwatch League, you see a lot of goats ran first point to guarantee that first cap there, and then you can use your ult charge to kind of roll the defending team there. However, the counter strat often is to run an anti-goats comp with spam, usually with like a Junkrat or a Bastion or Pharah, Hanzo, something that gets a lot of DPS over time to try to counter that, playing the Orisa on the high ground and D.Va contesting point. So those are kind of the general strategies that are run on King's Row, but that's not saying that nothing else can be run. That's just what it is often run here on King's Row.
I've noticed a lot of goats variants as well on this map with swapping one of the healers out for a DPS.
Yeah, goats is very prominent right now in the meta, just due to the survivability and the it allows for good teamwork in terms of basic teamwork. Gives you a lot of value in terms of chaining stuns or abilities, as well as covering some of the mistakes that would come with being more of a squishy character. It just gives you a lot of bulk, and just with Ana in the meta, with Morta being powerful, it's really a good option for a lot of teams.
So what do you think of the Doomfist nerfs that are coming out allegedly?
I think the Doomfist nerfs are fair. I think he's very oppressive right now.
Agreed.
I think that there's a lot of other counterplay involved with Doomfist, but I think overall for the health of the game, it is definitely worth it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Just the only DPS really it'll open up things like Junkrat and other stuff up, which will be nice.
Yeah, it's always good to have a diverse meta. Otherwise, things start to get stale. But you know, that's fine.
Yeah, this last patch has been, quite frankly, my favorite patch to play on balance-wise. Like, nothing's too hammered down in terms of, oh, well, that's just garbage. Well, except for Mercy, but we're not going to go there. Yeah, it's been a pretty decent patch to play on, I think, honestly.
Yeah, I think that Overwatch is in a healthy state right now. I think that there's a few things that can be changed, but overall, it's very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Many people. Right, don't read chats. Lion, if you want to join in the tournament, I gave you a link in the stream chat. I gave you a link to the Discord for the stream. I think you're already in here. So if you want to sign up as a free agent on that website, feel free. Do they have to sign up to be a free agent? I think so, right?
They might be able to talk with Logan and get it sorted out.
I think so. Yeah, you should be able to just go ask Logan in the Discord chat, or the late gaming chat.
Just so while we have time here, we can kind of talk about the teams. So NJFO 1 and NJF 2 are sister teams. On the other bracket, which we won't be casting first round, is Feeders versus Wolves of Kala. Wolves of Kala is about a mid-masters team. They've been together for, I think, a few weeks now. I used to play with one of their players, Ryan Man, so they're a good team. They tend to like to run goats. They have good pick potential. They play a lot of like Genji, a lot of Hanzo, and a lot of Widow. But they also like to run a lot of triple support with Brig. As well as Feeders is kind of a wild card. They're the team of free agents, so I'm genuinely unsure what they would like to run.
Free agents, team Feeders.
Yeah, so we'll see what they come up with. They're kind of a fun wild card that we were gonna look into.
Yeah, I was really liking Ryan's Genji last week when I was casting his games. It was quite fun to watch. I think he managed to pick up a quintuple kill with that Genji on Route 66 in the second room. It was really impressive. So yeah, let's see how that bracket works out. Who knows? We might have a wild card win coming out of the, well, wild card team. Ian giving the play-by-play on his teammate. Ian, I think your teammate needs to get a solid state drive. Actually, with Black Friday coming up, you can get SSDs on Amazon for quite cheap. Link in the description. That was shameless.
All right, so we've got all 6 players. I think we're about ready to start out.
Okay. I need to stop bumping that mic. All right, we are getting into game here right now. We are playing Kings Row JDF 1 versus JTF 2.
Yeah, so just talking about what the comps are looking to pick here. It looks like defense is going to set up with a 3-2-1 comp, 3 supports, 2 tanks, and 1 DPS. So it's kind of an interesting comp here. So the value in it is that your support line is very, very strong. You have a lot of healing to give to the rest of your team, but more importantly, you have a lot of healing to keep your other supports up. And this is really powerful. You see this a lot in like contenders and other kind of levels, because it enables your backline to get a lot of value, including your Ana and the other sort of backline heroes you have here.
Yeah, I really like watching the 3-2-1 comps go as well. It's quite strong. As long as no one gets a pick on the enemy team, it's great. You really can't break through it. I personally don't care about teabags, and since this is an unofficial stream, Diver.
All right, so it's going to be really interesting on the defense here. We're going to want to see Poison Flames get a lot of value as he is the only DPS. On the attack, we do see a standard tanks come out here. So they're going to have a trouble contesting this high ground, but being Widow and Ana the only ones really using high ground, it shouldn't be too much of an issue for them. So we're going to see how this plays out.
All right, both Lucios facing off against these two front lines. First 2 picks come out, 3 picks coming out for red team against this support lineup and tank lineup of Luminous and Erebos. Jersey goes down to Flare. Washer Wand gets dropped by that Lucio. Lucio v Lucio matchup. Okay, yeah, I've done my one-up.
Yeah, so we can see that the tank line here from the defending team wasn't quite strong enough to deal with the Ryan Zarya pressure and the heavy DPS coming out from Hanzo, and they dropped quite early into the fight. You see
Poison
Lumius
Flame
go down
baiting out that deflect from that Genji. Can he pick off the headshot? No, he cannot. Bridge coming in to support him. This blue team, NGFO 1, setting up on the high ground on this point instead of around the corner. I like what they're doing, but they don't really have a lot of damage coming out of this. Oh, and Widow gets a pick on Ian. What an excellent shot coming out from that clutch headshot. Hailstorm dying instantly to Poison Flame and Ana. Luminous picking off Ace. Jersey picking off Flare. What an excellent counter push on this on this payload.
Yeah, so you can see on the flip side here that when the defending team plays properly, they can really enable their Widow to get a lot of value in. You know, there's really no pressure on her in the backline because the whole team is set up around her.
Poison Flame playing this corners really well with this Widowmaker. Really knows how to position against a team like this.
So now we're in an interesting position here from the attacking team. They have very strong ult combos. They have grab dragons as well as nano blades.
Luminous diving in on this backline. Can they get the pick with Jersey? Jersey ults. Reinhardt counter ults on this D.Va Linsa dive and manages to get out of his life as Luminous. Luminous has ult up, so does Bridget. Bridget pops it. D.Va setting up. Does not need to use it. Hello, Mix.
So we can see there, like, Ryan commits a very weak ult. I know our Shatter is not traditionally known as a weak ult, but they still have their Graviton combo, they still have their Nano Blade, so the attacking team should be okay in this case.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot be stopped.
Erebos over here playing highly aggressive against this line, getting some good damage in and backing out. Hanzo coming out of this red team here. Reinhardt charge. Oh, Ace picks off Erebos. Jersey playing excellent against this front line. JDFO 2 really just ignoring it. Coming out of this Lucio on blue team. Jersey jumps straight up, lands on the back line. Can he get a pick on this Genji? He cannot, but he's managing to contest this payload. Oh, going low, Genji 100 health, and Jersey does not commit. He jumps in with ultimate. Can he? No.
Yeah, so we can see there, the attacking team committed a lot of ults that fight, but didn't seem to get any value off it. The coordination between the ults wasn't enough to break the one defensive ult from Wash here, was here Wand, because Beat was able to stop the grab and any sort of follow-up.
Both Flare ulting in with Lucio. Ana with the excellent sleep, still has the nano boost to help her Winston. D.Va low. Good healing coming out of Kaneko. Throws the nano boost onto the D.Va. What can D.Va do with this? Flare diving onto Widowmaker. Hailstorm picking up Jersey.
So we can see these the longer prolonged fights.
Erebos getting killed by Flare's Genji. Excellent dash through his front line. This NJFO2 team pushing in aggressively onto these defenders to keep them off that payload. They do not want them contesting. Flare seeing the Widow and ignoring it. Playing it cautiously. Great play by this NJFO2 team to take
there,
this
Jake, I can't quite hear you there, buddy.
Oh, yeah, no, I was muting that mic. Sorry. Ultimate coming out of Loom... who the hell is that? Jersey getting dropped by Flare. Flare with their ultimate ready for this next push.
Yeah, so we can see there's a lot of chaos with these multi-healer comps. There's a lot of people don't go down, and there's a lot of chaos within, as well as ult charge get charged very, very fast.
Tommy, Flare, and Nullix all with their ults up. Reinhardt's shield extremely low, 100 health, does not get dropped. Oh, coming out on this Genji. Reinhardt gets the pin onto Kaneko. Gets the kill. Tommy still has his ultimate to deal with this counter push. Tommy with the Fire Strike to pick up the Widowmaker on the high ground. Excellent play by this Reinhardt. Reinhardt stun through the payload. Counter stun by Erebos. Excellent counter stun. Tommy just putting on a clinic through this front line of this blue team. Tommy extremely low, 97, 53, 47, and dropped by Widowmaker. Poison Flames putting on a clinic. 4 kills coming out of Poison Flames to keep this NJFO2 team on their back foot and not able to get that 3rd point.
Yeah, so we can see that was a really good defense coming out here because they still have 4 ults here. Well, they committed both Nanoblade and I believe they Shattered as well.
And this NJFO1 team has all but Ana and Erebos ults out on that Bridget. Widowmaker popping ult here for NJFO1. Erebos diving in on Tommy. Tommy picks up Erebos with the Ana healing debuff on him. Tommy going extremely aggressive and gets backed out by Dersey with this Winston ult up. Tommy with ult still remaining that manages to get out with his life and 90 HP remaining. Hailstorm definitely needs to get a pick here.
So we can see that the defense really made good use of their ults. They only committed Winston ult to stop the push here. Even though it was a bit of an eco out of the attacking team, it was still a very good defense.
Flare trying to get some free damage in to get some ult charge on this Genji. Tommy sitting at full health here with ult remaining. Tommy misses the charge and falls off the map. Dersey capitalizing on this and diving through NJFO2's backline. Does not get anything useful out of this so far. And is forced to back out.
Yeah, so again, we can see the defense only commit 1 ult that fight. Really using their ultimates wisely here to stall out the defense. And this will be a last
Tommy missing that charge though. That was crucial. Ultimate coming out on this Genji with this Nilix. Ult on him. Slept by Ana. Excellent defensive play by that Ana of NJFO2. 1. Luminous getting dropped by the Hanzo ult. 4 ults coming out of this NJFO2 team. Luminous picking up a kill on Flare's Genji with this Baby Diva form. Luminous demacked by Tommy's Reinhardt. And he cannot pick up the kill with the Fire Strike. But it looks like Luminous is going to contest this point just long enough. But he does not go down. He manages to remack, but is pinned into the wall. Can he contest to stay on this point? 200 health left. Hammer now coming out of this Reinhardt. 200 health remaining on Luminous. Luminous is demacked. Comes back in with this Baby Diva form. Excellent defensive play by this Diva. Keep this one alive. But Diva gets dropped by Ace. Dersey diving in onto Ace's Zarya. But hack coming out of Sombra onto Dersey. Dersey has to get on this healing point and get back on point or they will lose. Excellent play by Dersey to pick up both Hailstorm and Sombra to hold this point 3. So score after that round is 2-0.
0-2. Switching sides.
Yeah, so we can see that getting trade picks there on the defense is really good as they allow the respawn timer to really take advantage of it, to allow their team to continue flooding in. Even though it was very even, because defense was so much closer to the objective, they really got the advantage.
And, well, no small part to Luminous's Diva play, which was quite frankly just phenomenal in that last fight. Managing to stay alive for quite frankly longer than any shieldless tank should. Defensive Maker was always down.
Yeah, but you can see he gets a lot of support from the triple support line, so what you lack in damage, definitely make up in sustainability.
Luminous's Diva play so far has been very essential to this team's play, with no small part to this triple healer line. But with Bridget being such an aggressive support, I don't truly consider her as a pure support. I very much consider a off-tank hybrid support. What do you think?
I would definitely agree with you there. She's she offers a lot in terms of supporting tools, in terms of like the healing, the little shield, the bash. But it's not so much she's a healer, but she definitely supports the team in more of a tank-oriented.
I very much like the combo of Lucio and Bridget though, because of Brigitte, whatever. Her AoE heal is not very effective, but combine that with the Lucio heal, it comes out to be a lot of healing overall per second for their teammates, with the instant 150 heal. And the 75 armor, if I'm not mistaken, that can come out of it maximum.
Exactly, and the thing about Brigida's heal, her specific E armor ability, is that it's near instantaneous. So where, you know, if a DPS is doing another DPS, that instant heal can throw off the entire fight.
Jersey Winston looking to set up a flank, and he gets onto the back line, onto this Ana, gets the shield down before he has slept. Great play by this Jersey Winston. Can he pick up this kill on this Lucio? He does not, but Poison Flames Widowmaker picks it up, leaving Jersey to go deal with the front line of the enemy team. He dives back onto Genji. Can he pick up Genji? He does pick up Genji. Good kill by Jersey. 135 health remaining. Excellent offensive play by JTFO and JFO1. JTFO. Joint Task Force 1.
Yeah, so unfortunately you can see that the weakness in running standard tanks is that the attacking team dove the high ground, and there's really nothing their team could have done to help their people on the high ground.
This defensive team is having a really hard time getting through Jersey and his amazingly coordinated defensive line. Jersey diving in with the ultimate onto the back line, picks up Ana. Luminous dealing with the divers, well, the counter divers. Jersey and Luminous putting on a clinic here with Erebos picking up a kill on Ace. Luminous also picking up a kill on Flare. Clean point, forcing back NJFO2.
Yeah, so we can see there the defensive team really pushed up very far to take all of this free space, as they can feel free to hold up here as long as they don't lose anyone. With
Genji harassing this Widowmaker, dives in, not there, countered by Luminous. Can Genji get killed? No. Luminous cannot pick up the kill. Good, just backing out by both teams. Just getting some good harass off, building up that ult charge. Luminous is waiting in the wings with this ultimate ability. Luminous countering the dive of this Winston with his face. Cannot pick up the kill. Excellent defensive play by Ace's defense matrix to stop Tommy from dying on this Winston. Flare coming out with the Genji ult. Luminous playing a very defensive D.Va play. And ult coming out of D.Va. Can he pick up the double kill? Does not pick up anything with it. Flare picking up both Poison Flames and Kaneko because of it. Luminous getting the hell out of dodge.
We can see how powerful Nano Blade really is. You know, there's really nothing the attacking team can do when they pull out that Nano Blade.
One second,
the only situation, the only situation would be using, you know, Lucio Beat to keep them alive, but they didn't quite have it at that point.
And with all these shields coming out, I don't think it would have been effective to use it because he can get cut off by those shields.
Exactly.
It was smart to hold on to that for the next push. Luminous getting back on that high ground to contest and really put some pressure down. Does not manage to stuff the Hanzo ult. Luminous sitting up here, dodging the D.Va ult. Jersey picking up Nullix with this Winston play. This Luminous play is really conservative but defensive on this high ground. Luminous forcing back this tank line with just amazing damage coming out with these rockets and the shotgun. Flare diving in and gets picked up by Erebos. Washawan picking up the Baby D.Va form, and Luminous is pushing aggressively into this spawn. Pick up any people coming back out.
So we can see here on the attacker's side that they're really punishing Flare on the Genji here for his aggression. He's pushing a little too far forward, and they're really punishing for him, giving it a 5v6 fight, pretty much everything.
It looks like there's not that much coordination between the Ana and Flare with the ultimates and just the healing in general. Flare is really being punished for being over-aggressive by this double tank line that is really focusing him down and not letting him get through. With Luminous's excellent defensive play on this high ground. Luminous is playing an amazing backline. And Luminous jumps out, ults, and is openly focusing down this fucking triple kill coming out of Luminous to clean up all those divers. There is nothing NJFO2 can do against this clinic of D.Va that Luminous is putting on. And he dives in on opposing D.Va. Can he pick up the big kill on Baby D.Va? He does not yet. But Jersey's applying pressure with Erebos, with the D.Va applying some good shotgun damage and they all back out, but Ace is picked up by Erebos. But Ian picks up Erebos on the counter kill. Jersey diving back in with Erebos and Hanzo. Poison Flames and Jersey both picking up Hail and Hailstorm. Jersey picking up Nullix. Tommy's desperately playing keep away, monkey in the middle as it were, with this opposing team. Luminous playing amazingly around that payload, did not get dropped by Ace's ultimate coming out of this D.Va. And Luminous comes out with another ultimate of his own, picks up another kill. And that is point 3 taken by NJFO1, and that is map 1 taken by NJFO1.
Yeah, so I think we can really see the level of coordination. I don't really think it comes down to the comps being run here. It's really the coordination.
I
You can see how
absolutely agree.
aggressively NJFO
Again and again, I was seeing just a disjointedness between the Genji dives and the aggressive play and the Ana, while the support line general on the team really could not keep him alive, versus the amazingly coordinated frontline play of this NJFO1 team. Just such consistent dives, such good coordination, focus, and the healers keeping them alive, quite frankly, longer than any tank should stay alive in a dive like that. Any comments?
Yeah, so we can see that even though NJFO2 ran really powerful ult combinations, they weren't able to charge them fast enough to get enough value, where NJFO1 played very clean, and they didn't really have any major issues with what they ran, just simply because they were coordinated enough to keep their backline alive, and their backline enough was powerful to keep their frontline up, and that just goes to show the power of the 3-2-1 comp.
The only real issue I had with NJFO1's play was the very beginning of that first round, where they just got pushed through by this NGFO2 team dive, and they really had to evaluate, but they did it immediately. Did not let them get anywhere with that payload. Man, Luminous's diva play. Gotta be my MVP of this game.
Yeah, you can see he got a lot of value there. A lot of the time he waited for their main shield to be down, usually their main tank, whether it was Reinhardt or Winston. And there really wasn't a lot they could do with that.
He was also playing Shield Breaker amazingly well on those Winston dives to keep his backline alive without actually directly playing Shovel Diva, which I quite like.
All right, so looking at the bracket here as well, we have NJFO1 versus Feeders, as well as
Whoa,
NJFO.
Did you just say Feeders won that first game?
No, so I'm not sure actually. Let me look at the bracket.
If the wild card or the free agent team just won, I'm extremely impressed.
Yeah, so looking at the bracket here, it looks like the wild card here won, so it will be Feeders versus NJFO1 here.
I am looking forward to casting this game if that's the case. I can switch. Yes, sorry. I try to when I'm casting these from a hecticness standpoint, since I'm the cameraman and casting at the same time, it's easier to put it on a tank of one of the teams and then just swap between teams. That way versus like a jumping Genji or a Tracer player where you get motion sickness and want to kind of vomit. Because the Reinhardt, it's not very unpredictable. You can cast whatever you see in front of you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are really excited for the new the new spectating cams that are coming out with some of the later patches.
Wait. I got to use it during my tryouts for this casting position when I used the Worlds to cast it, and it was quite nice having the ability to pass forward and all that other stuff. It was just a treat to use, quite frankly. I am looking forward to using the new Spectate client to do these games.
I think a lot of people are very happy with it.
I also did notice something that I don't think many people actually did notice. An extreme performance increase on that client. Have you used it yet?
I personally have not. I was busy during the World Cup, but I've only heard good things from both teammates and respected peers.
So with full ultra settings, as you do, while streaming, I was pushing a very consistent is the key word here, high frame rate on Ultra, which is, quite frankly, not what I get out of the main game client. So I was quite pleased with it. I am very impressed. Also, the next patch that is coming out for Overwatch, it will require a full reinstall and a full re-download due to major back-end changes. So if you have a metered connection, make sure you account for this. Allegedly, they're doing good things on the back end. So that's good, at least. There's a full spectate mode that came out, or is coming out, where you can actually watch the play, like the pro play, without the casters. So if you don't want to listen to... I'm not going to throw names out because that's unprofessional. But, yeah. If you don't want to listen to certain casters, or all the casters, or just want to watch the game at your own place, rewind when you saw something amazing out of the corner of your eye on a tank cam, with a Genji play or an amazing triple kill from a Widowmaker, stuff like that. You can go back, rewind, watch it from their perspective, and jump around to the different cameras because you have full reign control of the game and the views of it. It's a separate client. You just jump into the game that you want to watch, in the pro play at least. I don't know how it's going to be for side, like from a normal viewer's point of view on like normal players, but it's a really good client, and I think you are all going to really like it.
All right, so it looks like the next match is getting ready here. We're going to spectate NJFO1 versus Feeders. And the map will be Junkertown. It will be a best of 3 as well, with the losers picking the map after.
I am really looking forward to seeing Durzo's Winston on this. Durzy's Winston on this map, sorry. Oh man, this is going to be wonderful. It's the wildcards versus the team I love casting. Durzy is like my low-key tank crush right now.
Yeah, so so it looks like the defense here are going to be running the same comp they ran on Kings Row, kind of looking to play the same style here, and we're going to see what Feeders ran to beat out Wolves of Cali in round 1, or something similar. So I'm really excited to see this match. It's a very interesting wild card to see a bunch of free agents come together and see what they can kind of put in up against some other team.
Buttercup Pup. I think I've seen them in a previous tournament. I'm not sure. Or not a previous tournament. Yeah, previous weeks. The viewer side, yes, I have. You can actually download the client right now. So if you go to where you select your game region, like EU, NA, PTR, you can download the Spectate client for Worlds, and you can download it and try it out there. It's a sneak preview. It's feature complete as far as I know, and it runs like a dream. I wish the game was rendered like that, because that was full settings rendered on super high frames while encoding, which, if you know anything about encoding, it really strains the CPU, which is the limit for any high-end system. So, Erebos, have you heard about the 2000 series GPUs crapping themselves?
I have heard rumors. I don't know all that much about it, but I run a 1070, and that runs great for me, so I'm not even in the market for a new one.
Feeders right now running a variant of the pirate ship comp. Poison Flames looking to get a good pick off. Already have 14% ult charge. Kaneko, 16% ult charge. Both Widowmaker players at 17% charge. Good play by both these Widows. Not getting a pick yet, but they're getting consistent charge up. Durzy picked up by this Roadhog hook. Barely managed to get out with his life. Schmitty getting a drop shot off. No, he misses. Luminous gets demacked. Poison Flames picking up Schmitty with this Widowmaker 1v1. Luminous is demacked, just kind of getting some damage off. Get back in mech. Does not have the Mercy to boost them, so he has to really try to get back in this mech on this point. It's hard to break through a shield and get back in mech on defense as D.Va on this point. Especially as the double shield. We can
see the patience from the defending team here to wait for the card to get close enough so they can have an effective dive without taking too much damage.
Luminous playing extremely aggressively with this baby D.Va to get back in mech as fast as possible, and she managed to survive the Widow onslaught. Sonic Sheen with the ult up on this Ana. Luminous picking up the Shadow Cross Roadhog with Poison Flames. Luminous does not manage to stop the Mercy Resurrection on this Roadhog. Roadhog hooking Luminous. Luminous at 170 health, 148. Gets out with his life. Excellent healing by Kaneko, but he's picked up by Smitty. Smitty picking up Poison Flame. Double kill by Smitty. Red booping Lucio off the map. Triple kill by Smitty. Smitty is putting on a Widowmaker clinic here. Durzy, extremely low health, looking to get some cheese. No, he goes back and gets a heal up. Red forcing Erebos out and does not allow the contest to come through. Red running a really aggressive Bridget here. Picking up Wash's Wand as well.
Yeah, so a very solid attack coming out from the other team. We can see the attacking team. We can see that they did have to expend quite a few ults to get there, but it was definitely worth it to take that point.
They got all those ults back.
Yeah, exactly. Making it definitely worth it.
Yeah, no, that was brilliantly executed by a ragtag team that has never played together before, by the way. That must be noted. Durzy extremely slow on the heal up here. My god. Schmitty popping the Widowmark. Ult, counter ult coming out by Poison Blade. No, it's not. I'm blind. Durzy diving onto the back line, dropping the shield. He gets powered up by this Ana. Diving onto the backline. Can he pick up a second kill? He does pick up a second kill. Poison Flames, Luminous, and Durzy picking up 3 kills on this backline. Forcing, well, their entire tank line into the ground, quite frankly. Only losing Erebos on this Reaper. Interesting pick by this on this Reaper instead of running his, up until this point, exclusively Bridget. And he's doing quite well on the ult charge generation.
When they're running the Roadhog and the Reinhardt, you want to see something to check out those tanks because they're very susceptible. They don't work well together. But he's going to switch back here for the Tracer, as that's going to be a big issue for their.
Poison Flame is extremely close to having his ultimate on this Widowmaker. Feeders setting up. Ultimate immediately coming out of Poison Flames as soon as he got it up. Both teams have a significant amount of ultimates available to them. So this will be a brawl. Sonic Sheen getting dove on by Durzy, dropped instantly. Could not heal up because Kiniko hit him with the grenade. Luminous throwing out the ult with this D.Va man. Picks up Buttercup, the Mercy. Great anticipation by Luminous on this Reinhardt. Anticipating the shatter, bumping him off his charge point. Beautiful play by the Shovel D.Va, and he picks up Evans 11 on this Reinhardt. Smitty thinking he's slick, sneaking behind, trying to get a pick, but Luminous not having any of it, and he gets dove on. Excellent play by Luminous to deal with this Widowmaker play and this front line. So what SR is Luminous? Do you know offhand?
I do. He's actually 3-5.
Fuck off.
He's actually surprisingly low, yes. However, he plays very well in the team.
Great play by Luminous to keep his tank line alive. So when are we going to be seeing him in the Overwatch League?
Hopefully soon. I know that a lot of NJFO1 has at least aspirations to go into contenders, which for those who don't know is kind of a step below Overwatch League. So maybe we'll see their names again here.
Here's the hoping. Durzy, Poison Flames, Erebos, and Washerwan, all with their ultimates up. And not too... Red immediately ulting with this Bridget. Only one ult available for this red team. Schmitty getting the pick on Poison Flames. Durzy getting diving in, gets the Ana ult. Dives onto this Ana to try to deal with her. Can he pick up this Smitty on this Widowmaker? He cannot. Great defensive play by Red's Bridget to force him back. Durzy forced out of the play. He does still have ult available to him, so he can play Monkey in the middle again on this payload. Durzy diving on to this Reaper. Interesting choice. Doesn't get a pick off it. Can he get this Ana? This Ana ignoring Durzy's Winston on his back. Buttercup picked up by Durzy. Poison Flames getting a double kill. My mistake. Durzy extremely low, managing to get out after being pinned. Great play by Durzy's Winston to get out with his life and get some good damage down, force them back. Splitting up this team feeders, force him to miscommit.
Yeah, so we can really see the aggression here coming out from the defensive team. They really want to take those aggressive fights to not allow the enemy's Widowmaker to have any sort of room to work.
You can absolutely see the level of coordination that's coming out of this NJFO1 versus this ragtag team, which mechanically speaking is playing quite well.
Yeah, they're definitely putting up a good fight. You can see that just, you know, they're not quite, I don't think they're quite sure what to run up against this this 3-2-1 comp, which is fair. It's a very meta comp, and it's very tough to deal with sometimes, especially when their Widow is getting a lot of value. However, the attacking Widow did get a lot of picks on the defending Widow, so it's good for them.
Smitty is playing phenomenally on this Widowmaker. Once he got he got warmed up on that first point. He really put on the pressure onto this NJFO1 team. Poison Flames is in a serious Widow 1v1 here with Smitty. Definitely giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, and it's very tough on Poison Flames here. He has to get he has to both win the Widow duel as well as get off the main damage, because otherwise there's really not a lot of main damage coming out from the rest of the team.
I would almost, if it wasn't for the Widow v Widow duel, I would have almost expected something like a Junkrat to come out, or the new Pharah. The new Pharah might actually do well here, but I don't think Smitty would allow that to happen.
Yeah, so the new Pharah is actually, it often wasn't picked up well in the beginning, but a lot of the higher skill players are kind of okay with it, because even though you can't use it to spam, the higher DPS output, if you're hitting directs, is still very valuable.
The amount of ult generation you get on her, it's so fast. I am loving new Pharah.
Yeah, the only problem with Pharah just in general is that you really do need to commit that Mercy to it, otherwise it's very, very tough for that Pharah to get value, and there's very few comps that you see Pharah run without a Mercy.
But I will say, though, when you have that Mercy, I really do think the Pharah rework brought Mercy back into the playability scale. much less the meta scale. Because the DPS output is obscene. She still gets the 120 on hit, so she can bust through shields like crazy with that attack speed buff. Sonic Sheen setting up at a cheeky spot here with this Ana. He goes back to standard.
Yeah, so we're going to want to see the defending team here really punish the dive on the aggressing team. That's going to be their key to victory here.
Smitty playing this Junkrat like I expected to come out from Poison Flames. I expect Poison Flames to put some pressure onto this Junkrat, a highly immobile character, when it comes to unpredictability. Smitty just putting out some serious damage. Kaneko extremely low, not caring, getting the healing off that he needs to do to get his team back into this point. Playing smart, flanking backwards on his own team. Mikey, can you flank your own team? I don't think so.
I don't think you can do that.
Defensive flanking. Brought to you by NJFO1. Jersey trading with Shadowcross's seemingly not performing as well on this point. Zarya, Jersey extremely low, getting forced out by all the tanks, managing to survive with 29 HP. Luminous picking up this soldier. Smitty demeching Luminous. Jersey extremely low, 200 health, drops a shield. Washerwan picking up Smitty, Erebos picking up Sonic Sheen, Jersey picking up Buttercup on this Lucio. Can Jersey pick up this Zarya? And he does. Excellent play by Erebos' Pharah. Huh, it's almost like you heard our conversation or something. Nah, there's a 30-second delay, but that's not what happened.
Well, yeah, you can see that Soldier, unfortunately, is very weak in the meta right now. Even with his recent reworks, it's definitely not enough to keep him within meta.
His ult is very insignificant currently.
Yeah, it's just not enough. He's too easily diveable, and even though he's self-sufficient, he doesn't get enough value in terms of a team-oriented aspect.
Like, I personally feel like Soldier in this current state is very much like Widowmaker immediately after the hook buff. Oh, Jersey diving in with the Ana buff. He does have ultimate available to him. Can he pick up a kill here before he uses it, or is he going to be forced to use it? 100 health, 200. He's healed up by this Ana. Great play by this Ana. Defensive ultimate coming out by Lucio, and Jersey backing off, knowing exactly how to play around this. Jersey at 250 health. He's debuffed by Ana. Can he get? They cannot pop Jersey. Jersey immediately pops ult at 25 HP. Excellent defensive play by this Winston to really push his character to the extremes. Jersey pushing the Ana into his own backline. Sonic Sheen extremely low. Sonic Sheen gets dropped by Winston. Evelon picking up Washer Wand and another with that Fire Strike. Evelon running through this backline and front line of this NJFO1 team. Evelon.
Yeah, we can see the attacking team here really struggling to take away the high ground from the defending team here. And because of the long-range pressure they have from the Widow and the Soldier, they're really struggling to kind of getting quick and effectively like a dive ship.
Erebos getting some good ult charge out on this Doomfist swap that he did before that last push. Sweetie back on that Widowmaker. Very high ult charge. Poison Flames also back on that Widowmaker. Jersey diving back into his backline. Reinhardt turned around, not getting the shield off when he needed to. And he picks up Buttercup because of it. Jersey running a clinic with this Winston. 40, 150 HP. Picks up everyone. Poison Flames with a triple kill. Shadowcross diving through the team. A really erroneous reckless charge coming out of that Reinhardt. Really not knowing when to swing on that point. It cost his team the, well, point 2. NJFO1 wins due to better forcing the enemy team to split their focus and some great healer play coming out of NJFO1.
Yeah, so we can really see, even through this play of the game, how this comp is meant to work, you know? They're giving Poison Flame so much room to work with, right? The whole team is worried about the tank line because they can't quite take it down. And Poison's just free to get tons of value here in the back. Poison
is so patient on that Widowmaker, too. As a Widowmaker main myself, I noticed one thing a lot of Widowmaker mains do, or alleged mains do, is they go for the flicks. Poison is being patient and lining up the headshot before he pulls the trigger instead of going for the reactive flick. If you watch Overwatch League as well, you will see that on the best Widowmakers versus, well, the game I can think of was, what was his name? I don't remember the amazing Widowmaker's name, but I remember Taimu. I remember Taimu's flick shot Widowmaker. It's just really
there's a lot of really good Widows. Pine is really good. You know, Tvik is very, very good as well. Of course, as you say, there's a lot of good Widows, but the key that they really run is they run a lot lower of a sensitivity, and a lot of DPS mains at lower elos don't really seem to understand this, or they don't like to practice it, is that you play at a very low sensitivity, and you use your wrist for those micro movements, and your arm for those large flick shots. And both are just as important to the kit, depending on what comp the enemy team is running. But we can see here, even just watching Poison Flames, he's very, very slow to move because he plays on such a low sensitivity.
I've noticed that actually, a fair bit of really high elo Widowmaker mains do play with a high sensitivity, but that's a different style of aiming entirely. So what that style of aiming is actually planting your wrist, like the balls of your wrist, on the mouse pad and using your thumb and pinky to aim. So it's very
absolutely.
It works quite well as well, but you can't combine the two. You have to use that style or the sweeping arm. There's no in between. So
yeah, it definitely comes down to personal preference, though. Obviously, you can see people be very good with either.
But I did notice that the core difference between a acceptable high-level Widowmaker and a pro, and I say pro, I mean like a winning team pro Widowmaker, is tracking the headshot as opposed to flicking the headshot. The ability to do a flick shot is crucial to any Widowmaker player for a dive, but if you're not tracking that headshot to it, you're just not going to get, quite frankly, nearly as many hits as you should be. Practice that. Follow the cursor to the point of impact while that second shot is coming up, and pull the trigger on the head, because you don't have to readjust your mouse. You don't have to jerk your arm, twist your body, do whatever, because a reactive shot, it's a violent motion. Like, if you've watched the low sensitivity Widowmaker play, they'll almost go out of their chair making that sweeping shot.
Oh yeah, but it's always a spectacle to watch.
Oh, it absolutely is. It's great. But that's just the importance of having the ability to track it to the target as opposed to flicking it. Because you don't have to do a jerky motion. It's very clean, very smooth, and you just go click and it's done. Alright, it looks like they are going to be running... Is NJFO1 going to be changing up this comp, or... No, that's what they're defending with. They're defending with a Torbjorn. Oh, I can't wait to see the Sniper Torbjorn again coming out. I think I saw this last time with NJFO1. That was fun. I think it was Erebos on that Torbjorn just after his rework. Just picking up a triple kill in the last tournament with this Torbjorn to defend Numbani under the bridge.
Yeah, so Torb is run here in, it's just more things that can utilize the high ground. So that's kind of what the idea is behind this comp.
Torb is in a good spot right now. It's not the same role that he filled before, but he is in a good spot, in my opinion. Smitty playing cheeky on this Widowmaker. And swapping. Oh, interesting. Red waiting around the corner. First Smitty to get back on his... And yes, we were just on the King's Row. There was a chosen map.
Yeah, so Feeders chose this map, so the losing team in this best of 3 gets to pick the map, so this was their choice.
Ooh, sneaky play out here. Poison Flames not getting the decisive pick on that Lucio, who speed boosts him through the gate. Jersey and Poison Flames. Reinhardt failing their charge through the door, allowing NJFO1 to completely counter this charge with a great grenade coming out of Kaneko. Poison Flames picking up Buttercup. Poison Flames picking up Shadow Cross. Ooh, misplay by Reinhardt, costing this point. Jersey diving onto the Lucio, forced to back off by Smitty's Widowmaker. Jersey diving in on the back line. Can he pick up this kill? He does, with Luminous on this classic diva that he's getting so known for in these tournaments.
Yeah, so we can see that they did the right thing in trying to take the high ground away from the defending team, but they got purpled there, and that really was the end of the fight for them.
Well, the Reinhardt hitting that wall as opposed to getting through that gate to really break through. That was crucial. And Smitty picking up the kill on Washer Wand. Wind?
No one can hide from my sight.
Smitty face checks Jersey's Winston, gets the hell out of dodge. Smitty standing in the middle and getting picked off, but Luminous and Poison Flames taking out Shadow Mech across his mech. Jersey with ultimate available. Contesting this point.
Yeah, so we can see even though Schmitty did a great job
Jersey
getting
picking
two
up
picks
Buttercup. And
Yes,
Peters
so we can
did
see
not.
Schmitty.
Oh, sorry for getting off.
Oh, sorry about that. So we can see Schmitty here getting 2 really good picks off the start, but because the defensive team has that double support, the really strong healing in the backline, they're able to sustain their tanks long enough to get the picks they need to kind of even out the fight.
Smitty really mispositioned though in that one fight when he, well, not actually, you know what, it's hard to even say misposition because Widowmaker's hook now is on such a long cooldown that when he face checked Jersey's Winston, had to get the hell out of dodge. He was sitting duck on the floor. That's really what screwed them on that one for the DPS side of it anyway. It was just Jersey being in the right place at the right time. Reinhardt walking through the gate this time. Smart play. Luminous diving through. Torbjorn ult coming in to cut off the point. Jersey playing cheeky. Reinhardt charging, gets Airboss and pins him to the wall, and he gets him! Excellent play by Evan to take out that desperately needed support. Jersey forced the pop ult here to deal with this charging Peters team. Evan denied by Jersey. Lucio coming out on this red team. Red playing his ass off here on this Lucio to keep his team in this fight. Playing extremely conservatively, keeping his team alive, riding walls, getting some good damage up. Kaneko picking up this Buttercup on Bridget. The hamster coming out of Evan instead of the Reinhardt, swapping off. Jersey diving back in on the back line. Can he pick up a kill? Winston slept by Ana. Good sleep. Smitty picks up Erebos. Erebos swapping to the Junkrat. From the Torbjorn. Evan picking up Washerwind. Smitty picking off Poison Flame in the 1v1 of the Widow. Jersey sitting on the point like a stump on a log. Extremely low health. Stun. Poison. They cannot pick him up. Great defensive play by these healers on NJFO 1 to keep Jersey alive. 42 health, and he drops to Buttercup. Sonic Sheen. Oh! Oh! The flick shot with the auto to pick that up. Oh man, I need a replay of that. Sonic Sheen's Ana is low-key fucking winning them this point.
So a really good last-minute contest there. The Hammond was able to get there in time, get a really good pop-up, and allow the Widow enough room to really pop off there. So a really good last-minute retake coming out from the attacking team.
That was some unreal Ana play coming out of Sonic Sheen to keep them on that point in the game. Luminous preemptively getting back to deal with this hamster diving in. Diva extremely low on this red side. He gets D-Max, slept by Ana, and dropped. Shadowcross going down. Hamster low health. Diving back into the back line. Luminous getting out of range of the hamster. Hamster drops the ult down. Luminous eating 2 mines. Extremely low. 1 health, and he's D-Max. Jersey diving in. Can he get the pick? Can he push them off this payload? Jersey has ultimate. Can he take out Sean? Sean sleeps him. Low health, forcing Jersey to ult. Can Jersey take all this Ana? He's going to pick him up. Luminous goes down. Red right into that payload with no one really. Sonic Sheen's back up. Jersey diving in on Red. Red has his ultimate on this Lucio. Oh, good play by Poison Flames to keep that Lucio out of that fight with that body shot. Forcing him to go around a corner. Hello, Jason. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, we can see that now that they're running the Hammond, though, they're having a really tough time keeping their tanks up here, and that's going to be their main weak point of this comp.
I really do think that hamster is not good for this point, just because there's so much area that the team can maneuver in this house area. It's a very wide open area. Poison Flames picking up 2 instant kills here. 1 on Sonic Sheen, 1 on Shadowcross. Triple kill coming. Erebos picking up the hamster. Jersey cleaning up the rest of the team. Poison Flames picking up Red. Yeah, that's 34 seconds left on this point. Team Feeders really has to do something impressive here. Smitty doing something impressive here by picking up Erebos in the Junkrat 1v1. Hamster diving in solo. Looks like he's trying to build ult shard, I think. Both teams have good ultimates up. Hamster diving in with the ultimate onto the back line. Jersey diving in to counter. Luminous picking up Smitty on this point with 4 seconds remaining. Jersey forced to play Minesweeper. Hamster rolling around in the back line of this blue team. Getting a good knock-up and backing off to peel for his back line. Jersey picks up Buttercup. Shadow Cross picking up Poison Flame. Erebos picking up Sonic Sheen, and Jersey picking up Red's Genji. Jersey picking up Shadow Cross's Doomfist. Evan, 16 HP. He gets back in, gets the shield off. Can he stay on this point? He cannot. Round 1 complete. Evan.
Yeah, so we can see, even though they had a really solid attack, with Schmitty getting a lot of work done, there wasn't just enough coordination. They couldn't keep their tank line up and long enough to really allow Schmitty to get the work that he needs done. As well as towards the end there, they did run 3 DPS that weren't quite able to get enough value, leaving their Ana very, very susceptible as she went down in the mid-fight there.
I noticed a distinct lack of communication between the off tanks and that backline on Team Feeders or the red team. That Ana, while putting on an Ana clinic, some of the best Ana play I've seen in these tournaments, he just can't. He can't kill a Winston. That's not Ana's job. Like that's all she wrote. When your star player your star healer goes down, well, what do you have left? You know.
Yeah, you can see Sonic Sheen actually got a ton of value there. Even though that they had the NJ41 had that dive, they really weren't able to get enough value to stop the Ana. She got a lot of value there. She got ult charge very, very fast. Nano came out almost every other fight. So really, as well as Schmitty, Sonic did a lot of work for
Sonic and Schmitty are carrying this point. Schmitty running something interesting here. Ah, they swap. I expected that. Ooh, interesting. NJFO1. They are running more or less standard Poison Flames on that Widowmaker, Jersey, and Luminous on their Winston and Divas respectively. Kaneko running his classic Ana.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Ooh, Jersey getting the cheeky teleport off. Can he get in on the flank? Jersey getting an amazing flank off on this back line. Alongside that grenade to sweep through, take out one of Feeder's healers. Drops both healers. Buttercup resing at a really bad time. Forcing Jersey out. Poison Flames sitting on this point with the aggressive Widowmaker. Can they stop these healers from coming in? Jersey misclicked. Oh! Poison Flames takes a fisting! Surprise fisting coming out of Shadowcross Doomfist. Unexpected and just devastating. Jersey just running through this Genji. Sitting on ultimates, but slept by Schmitty. Huh. Kingo dropping Red's Genji. Red Gen's Redemption is not doing very much for it. Jersey is ulted by this Ana. Dives through. Picks up Buttercup instantly. Schmitty getting dove on by this Jersey. Just can't do anything. Kaneko picking up Evans 11's Roadhog. Illuminous. D-Mech. Low health. Holy aggressive play by this Diva. And this NJFO1 team. Forcing through.
Victory.
Huh. Seems like NJFO1 really had to pick up their communication on that second map. They played a lot cleaner in that second round than the first round. That, in my opinion, from what I saw, on that first round, it was mainly the lack of swapping off those two extremely vulnerable, both tank and healer of Mercy.
Yeah, so Mercy's actually not as bad as a lot of people say. The only problem is on the defense. She doesn't give a lot defensive ult, right? So if they come in with a Graviton Surge or anything like that, you have nothing to stop that. But we can see from the attack, even from the play of the game here, a lot of the key things we saw was Koneko hitting that purple, and then Jersey diving on top of it.
That was so well timed. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you. That was just very clean, very coordinated play coming out of MJFO1 against a, quite frankly.
Yeah, while we have some time here, do you want to go through and do quick player interviews while we get the next match set up here?
Absolutely. I'm gonna go harass Luminous if he is down for it. After all, they might still be doing discussion, so you don't want to cast that.
Yep.
Huh. Okay, where did Feeders go? Sonic. God damn it, he left. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
You guys were great commentating right there.
Thank you. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Ah, bro, that Widow though. That Widow is causing me so much trouble.
Man, Smitty was putting on a DPS clinic, though, I've got to say. He did quite well in response to that.
No, think about... No, I was Doomfist. I killed her once.
Jake, are you from the other team, or were you from
No, I'm a caster.
Oh,
He's
that's...
the person that
How you doing, man? Holy.
Oh, Red. That
Got
was...
split open. Holy moly. Yeah, the enemy Widow's really good. Their whole team was really good. They played really
I
well.
know.
It's
Well, it's
unfortunate.
hard to push up.
Okay,
like,
so I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
make you guys not feel nearly as bad about any of those losses. That's a contenders team.
Oh, yeah.
You guys did that well
our
against a
team.
fucking contenders team as a bunch of ragtags. Do not take any
Literally.
shame away from that. You guys did amazingly well for what you had to work with.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jake. You were a great
Yeah.
commentator as well.
Thank you.
I'm gonna watch the commentator just to see what you guys are talking about, see what we did or what we could fix for next time.
You guys said my
Yeah.
name at least like 5 times in the game. That's all.
Good game. Oh,
No, that was actually...
how-
That was some really
Go
great
ahead.
play there. Red, I really did like your Lucio on that King's Row.
yeah.
Well, you were able to keep your team alive for a lot longer than you should have. And you were able to contest.
Where's me? Where's me at? Where's my thing?
What were you playing? Your name in Discord does not match your name in game.
Oh yeah, I'm Shadow Crest.
Okay. Yeah, you did some good work with the fucking everything you played. You played every role as far as I know.
Yeah, he did. He played them all. Holy. Yeah. Hey, Jake. Thanks for whatever you guys do. Have a good one. All right. Oh,
Yeah. Okay,
Have a
well,
good one, Jake. You were a great commentator.
thank you.
Hopefully, I can do it again someday. You know.
Yeah, well, these tournaments, I don't know when the next one's going to be run since they're planning on changing it up a little bit. But, yeah, stay in the Discord, subscribe to the channel, you'll see it come up.
Well, have a good one, Jake.
Yeah, take care. Okay, now let's go sexually harass Luminous, because diva tips.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
All right, Luminous, lay it on me.
Oh,
Those diva tips.
what's up?
I want those diva tips.
Diva tips. DM the right times. Try to mitigate as much damage as possible.
Have the best main tank.
Yeah, have a really good main tank.
Jesus Christ.
Positioning is
Supports.
super important.
You need supports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the supports are also super important. Make sure you're staying in LOS of your Ana, because I take a ton of damage, but I know my Ana will heal me up before I engage, so I'm pretty comfortable with being up there.
Don't throw your ult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
throw
going to
your
judge you on that ult. I'm gonna
Unless your teammates can clutch it out and help you.
I'm black.
on I think it was last game or first round, one of them, when you threw the diva ult over the wall on King's Row and just got nothing out of it from full health, I might add.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's called
It happened.
classic Lumi.
Classic
Yeah,
Lumi.
we'll just call that a that was just one of my it's like one of my last kind of tricks up my sleeve, they won't expect it, so but I don't expect
you to do
either,
something so
so.
stupid.
And most of the time I don't expect myself to do something that's stupid, so sometimes catches me off guard too.
You're very clean fucking comps that you guys are running. So what do you guys run on your off rolls? Starting with you, Dersey. Like not off rolls, but off characters, because I know you were seemingly maining Winston, even when a Reinhardt would have arguably been a better pick. Yes.
We were just deciding to run the same comp every single time.
Mhm.
But I could run every main tank and play off tanks if I need to.
What do you prefer playing, like character wise?
Oh well, all the main tanks really. They're just Ryan and Winston. Honestly, those are the two best.
Any Winston tips for people other than punch people every 3 seconds?
I mean, learning how to use your power rage is really important because it could be so useful.
All right, so Lumi, what's your second pick?
Probably main tank. I play off tanks primarily, but I used to play main tank a lot. I just kind of found my fitting with Diva more, so that's kind of how I've just chosen to.
How are you feeling, Roadhog
go down
post
that.
shotgun buff?
How do I feel post shotgun buff?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm really
Have you
hoping
noticed
that.
it?
No, but I really hope that they can do something at least to make it noticeable, like a noticeable change so that way Roadhog actually is viable, because right now he's really just kind of a walking ult battery. It would be really nice if they could actually make some positive changes that, you know, had an actual impact, but no, I don't feel like anything's really happened.
Shot of that ultimate or decrease that cone size is what I would think.
Yeah. I believe they changed the spread, right? So it's not as random now, or it's not random at all.
That's on your right click and your main.
So
yeah,
that's a pretty good change, because it's kind of ridiculous that you even have an ability in the game that is so unpredictable like that. It's almost completely useless to have in the game. Not being able to do your own calculated plays, because you can think that you're doing something else, but the game just might fuck you over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Playing Roadhog, forcing someone off a point, not getting a single point of damage off of Ana that's not getting healed. It's like, can you not, Blizzard?
Yeah, I think he might get better. They probably have something in the works for him. He's definitely not dead forever, hopefully.
Okay.
R.I.P. Hog 1.0.
Poison.
Yeah.
I'm liking your Widow. You track
Thanks.
your headshots as opposed to flicking them. That is something that I desperately need to beat into people.
I mean, I prefer to like go into close range. Like, so what I do is I put my crosshair close to the target's head, and then I do small flick to get them typically. Sometimes if I'm like trying, today's a really bad day for me. I'm like doing garbage in my opinion. But
yeah, I saw some easy misses there, but you know what happens. Welcome to Widowmaker play.
I was just really bad. Plus, I didn't warm up, so it's kind of difficult.
Me too. I came to this going, wait, shit, who are they playing? What am I doing? What's the teams? Okay, so what's your second play? Or second main character, I guess I should say.
Second main character? I play every DPS.
Okay. What do you think of the current state of Soldier? Not counting Ultimate. Not counting Ultimate.
I think Soldier's viable on certain maps, but is easily outperformed by other DPS that fill in different roles.
And post rework Pharah.
Post rework, I think Pharah actually suits a lot more of an assassination role as like Tracer, and her ability to get in and out while also having the pharmacy allows her to either fill two different roles, be an assassin type Pharah, or be a like complete just roll tanks Pharah.
And
And
think of her as a area denial character, much like old Junkrat before the mind damage nerf.
yeah, I mean, she just deletes tanks if that's what her job is, or she can go in and get out really fast and by killing the back line, get a few backline picks. So she has many different play styles now. It's not just shoot and
Not just
hopefully hit
shoot the diva. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, much more skillful.
Good. All right. I will harass Erebos later. Washer, you next.
For off roll?
Yeah. And well, how you played on this, it was quite nice. I enjoyed that.
Oh, thank you. I also think I played like garbage. I think I overcommitted.
It was your Lucio I
way too
liked.
much.
I liked the Lucio.
Thank you. I don't have an off roll. I just play healer. If we would stick to Zen, Ana, and Lucio.
So what do you think of the current state of Zen now that Doomfist is being gutted?
God bless. Zen's gonna be even better.
Oh, right. Wrong microphone. That's the one that's in your ear. Sorry.
Zen's Discord is
Gross.
crazy good, and nerfing Doomfist is just one less problem Zen has to worry. Well, not one less problem he has to worry about, but a problem that is getting nerfed.
I absolutely agree.
It just makes Zen better, pretty much.
So what's a change that you would like to have to the healers? Either a new character or just buffs, nerfs, whichever. Not touching DPSs or tanks.
Okay,
That you would like to see in the game.
I would like to see Brig get nerfed. Maybe some longer cooldown times.
Maybe something to do with her ultimate. So that way people stop calling her raid boss. That's the fact that people call her raid boss is that not a red flag to anyone else at Blizzard? Like,
what do you mean having an armor a second so that we can always do fucking reduce damage to the next player? Yeah.
I love how they incorporated Torb to get rid of all that armor, and now, like, there's still not enough, dude. Still not enough.
Send the kid in to clean up.
I'm gonna become an asshole.
Torb Jr., you're such a problem, but at the same time. Okay, Kaneko. Holy hell, that Ana play. What the fuck?
You know, it's just a nice E. Just press E.
You were the jockstrap of that team, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, here's the thing with the jockstrap, right? You don't notice it until it's gone.
That's true.
Yep, this.
Trust me, I'm a goalie. But yeah, seriously, that Unofficial was phenomenal. That beautifully executed grenade and Dersey dive to single-handedly win that second game on King.
Yeah, we queue a lot, so it comes in handy.
Mm-hmm.
It's during a comp we practice a lot together. So
who's your off healer?
I would say off healer would probably be Zen if I have to. Zen or Zen and Moira, Mercy. Yeah, those are my top picks.
So what's your opinion on the complete disjointedness between the amount of Mercy play in upper GM versus the amount of what did I say? Mercy, Moira. Sorry, upper GM and then actually in competitive.
Well, I mean, Moira's all right. I mean, she's in a weird spot to where she can't really do too much except in goats. Whereas Ana, her ult is extremely powerful and her healing burst is just crazy, and her anti-heals, and such. It's like, why pick Moira over Ana?
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Point?
Yeah, Ana's definitely tier S. Yeah,
if you're bad like Konako and you don't hit anything, then you need a Moira to be able to get out.
Exactly.
That is one thing.
That's when I start playing at Mercy.
One thing I do like about Moira over Ana is that you can pre-heal your team before going around a corner or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's also.
I wish Ana had that ability.
No, yeah, I wouldn't mind keeping Ana in the meta. Yeah,
that would be hot fixed real fucking quick.
Just a little bit.
Real quick, so Feeders is back. They're missing 2 players. They're trying to fill their players now. The current bracket is the winner of between Feeders and NJFO2 will play NJFO1 in the finals if Feeders can get enough players. So we're going to give them a few minutes here to kind of bring all their players together. But that's kind of what's going on. So we're just hang tight for the next few minutes, and we're gonna keep going here. Jake, you can continue with your interview. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, well now I'm gonna harass Erebos.
All right, sounds good.
My co-host Erebos, who is also playing in this game.
Just
conflict
as a side
note, interest spending.
Yeah, so I am playing and casting at the same time.
I did like one thing I noticed you didn't do. When I had called something and you didn't act on it.
No, I'm not going to metagame.
That was very professional of you, and I must give you the utmost respect for that.
To be fair, the info that my team loses, as I am usually the shot caller for them, is way more than me hearing 1 or 2 things. So like even ult charges, like I know they have ult. I track ults constantly. I track all 6 ults on the enemy team, so it doesn't really matter. But alternatively to that, my team knows what to do. I trust them to play. As well as everything I said is all stuff I would say in game anyways. Especially how desynced our tank line was, even though Lumi looked great. Because a lot of so you know it's really no difference to me.
I noticed that too. Dersey and Lumi, you gotta start focusing the same targets.
I know. I gotta follow. I'm gonna follow Dur from now on. Dur, I'm literally just gonna be on your ass. That's it.
And Dersey, stop switching targets every 5 seconds.
This is hard.
That is the Winston,
I call
though.
like an Ana, and then it gets Brig healed. He has 5,000 HP, so I gotta go to then. Like this is...
I get it. I'm just, I know it's situational. I get it. I'm just saying in general.
Well, I mean, that is the Winston. As soon as you have jump up, it's like, okay, I'm being shot now. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny. I was when I was looking back at the chat of the stream after the map finished, I was like, "Oh, look, they're saying I looked really good," and I played the worst that round.
It was mainly the fact that they ignored you, so you were able to look good.
Yeah, they really weren't putting a lot of pressure on me. Dur was really taking a lot of damage every time he dove in. It was pretty much everybody just shooting at Dur, and I could just kind of sit back and do whatever I wanted.
We're just about ready to get this next round started. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure everyone's good. So we'll be with you.
Okay. But yeah, no, Erebos not calling out me going, wow, they're flanking long around that building and coming in behind.
Yeah.
That was the main thing I respected them, because you guys didn't fucking react at all. Like,
No.
there was no repositioning, no thing whatsoever that would have indicated You dirty, rotten cheater hacker. No, I've got to give him full marks for that one. That was incredibly professional, and yeah, won my respect.
I mean,
absolutely on that one.
Like James said, we do kind of lose a lot of support when he's not in our voice chat.
A shot caller's like another person. It's like a 7v6 if you got a shot caller.
It's kind of different. So,
but it was good. The target, at least the target calling, we used to have a problem where no one called targets properly. Now the tanks are calling targets like they should be. However, they're not calling the same targets. And now we got target calling down. Now we just gotta, focus on it and hone that in.
Guys are
I know
strong.
it's hard for me to focus 2 different targets when 2 tanks are calling 2 different names. So
Pretty easy, actually.
yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I'll just shoot both at the same time as well.
I can do it.
Okay, with your Winston beam.
I will say that you guys are looking quite good, and you guys are a contenders team, correct?
No.
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 Or you're
No,
looking
we're
to
not.
go to contenders?
All right, so
We
we're
are.
ready for the next match here.
All right,
whenever
next
you
match is
are-
on Temple of Anubis. It is who's defending?
Oh,
I have no fucking idea what the team. Sorry, that was not professional. Anyways,
Feeders versus NJF to O2.
Jake, I think Erebos went back to.
yeah, I'm
Canada.
going over there now.
Yeah.
You guys have a great wait for the winner of this.
Yep.
All right, we're back. We are coming in. 15 seconds remaining. It looks like ooh, Capricantus. I love his Genji. His Genji's
Yeah,
something to
so
watch.
this is again, this is the losers bracket. The loser will be eliminated and we'll play NJFL 1 in the finals for best of 5, but this currently is a best of 3. The first map is a random pick and it will be Anubis, and then again the losers will pick from there.
Perfect. Okay, Smitty is on an interesting pick on this one. I wonder if he's gonna switch before then. I didn't get a chance to interview him. As soon as I joined the channel, he had left, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to talk to him about his amazing Widowmaker play on that last map. Okay. Flare on this Widowmaker. Windows Fire on this Winston. Let's see how this works out for him. It's been very hit or miss.
So I guess they never miss, huh? So it looks like Schmitty is going to be trying to take a shot calling role. I believe he has the most experience in terms of the players. So Mercy is a really good opportunity for him to not have to focus as much on the game and focus more on calling, which I think is kind of what they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, and with Sonic Sheen on that Ana, who had disgusting flick shot kill and then a blind throw sleep. It was just, wow. One of the best plays I've seen from an Ana, period. Okay, so Hawkeye and Co. looking to jump through this point, going up through the building instead, not going through the door. But they do not commit to it. Huh. Sergeant Trash gets instantly dropped. Forced to be resurrected by Smitty. Sonic Sean playing some really aggressive Ana. Just trading blows right now. Ooh, Sonic Sean getting some good damage off with this Ana immediately scoping out. Capricantus picks up Sergeant Trash on the Hanzo. Hawkeye picks up Flair's Widowmaker. Hawkeye picking up a kill on Windows Fire. Tommy picking up Hawkeye on the counter kill. Sonic Sean putting on some amazing healing and not being focused down. Smitty rezzing Hawkeye and Shadowcross picking up Ian on this Lucio. Sonic Sean desperately trying to hit this Mercy.
We can definitely see how the attackers team really took the high ground away from the defending team there, which put Null on Ana in a really bad position, as well as Flare. So a really good rotation out of the attacking team here. We can presume that Schmitty is back there in comms kind of coordinating them, and you can definitely see the difference from it.
Absolutely. Sonic Sean, Shadowcross, and Smitty are just doing so much work here. Hawkeye charging extremely aggressively through this gate, getting shot in the face twice. Ooh, Hawkeye. This healer come back in, but you can definitely see. Oh, gets the hammer down to off through the shield, getting res. Oh, Smitty, Sergeant Trash, everyone picking up great kills on this NJFO2 team. Hawkeye charging through, does not get the pin on Windows Fire, but does get the damage off, so that way he can get picked up by Red's Genji again. Flare picking up the Shadowcross, and Flare picking up the Genji. Ooh, great counterplay by this Doomfist to stop this Hawkeye, and he gets dropped. Ian coming out with a big counterplay. Sergeant Trash.
Yeah, so we can see that even though the attacking team had a really good push here, they the defending team was able to get trade picks here, and again using that respawn timer to their advantage here, where trades are a lot better on 2CP for the second point here. We can see that Capri switched to Doomfist to really utilize that key there.
Sergeant Trash forced the ult here on this Widowmaker, not getting the drop shot off. Reinhardt shield taking some damage. Red team's Reinhardt playing 3. Flare forced to fight a Reinhardt point blank. Red dashes in with the Genji ult, picks up Nelix. Sergeant Trash picking up a double kill on Flare Windows Fire. Smitty rezzing Hawkeye. Capricanus diving through, picking up Sonic Sean's Ana, which is clinically essential to the team. And Red picks up Capricanus with a nice body shot from Sergeant Trash. Hawkeye getting pinned down. Windows Fire taking out Shadow Cross with the Fire Strike, and Flare extremely low body shot and down. Sergeant Trash picking up Nullix. These guys are trading kills like crazy, forcing Ian to dash in with this Lucio. He does have ult available to them. Desperately trying to get some damage off, contesting the point. Does not get picked off by the Widowmaker. Can they pick up Red's Genji? He cannot. So Genji gets out with his life. Capricanus does pick up Sergeant Trash though.
Yeah, so they are getting the trade picks here. So even though this fight is prolonging and looking in the red team's favor, it doesn't in the attacking team's favor. It doesn't really matter because they're still getting the respawns here.
They
the attacking team is gonna have
to execute at the same time. I agree. Both teams diving in right now. Ian takes a Fire Strike in the face. He still has ultimate available on this Lucio. Forcing them back is their entire tank line. Nullix doing some good healing. Tommy is slept and Fire Struck. He does have ult force to use it against this Genji. Excellent counterplay against this Genji. And Capricanus picks up the kill with the Doomfist on the ulted and stun Genji. Tommy is dropped by Shadow Cross. Sergeant Trash picking out Windows Fire, the tank of this NJFO2 team. Ian extremely low on this Lucio, 34 HP. Flare picking out Sergeant Trash. Flare dashing through, doing some good work, taking out Red. 35 HP, 12. Dodges the counter-strike. Or counter-strike, yeah. Wrong one. 1 HP on Flare's Genji. Let's just credit where credit's due on that one. Flare surviving with the skin of his teeth.
So once again, we can see that the attacking team just isn't able to do enough damage fast enough to prevent these respawns from really having their effect here. Very interesting, we see both Reinhardt shatter at exactly the same time, knocking both teams down. However, again, it's still a better slam for the defending team as they're given more time to respawn.
Genji versus Genji in the hallway with the heal pack. Which way Genji will win? It looks like Flare is 6 HP and he does not get dropped. He gets healed, deflecting. Can he get this? Oh my god, there was a 4-man kill coming out from this NJFO 2 team. Wrong, sister teams.
That's alright, it is confusing when there's 2 teams with pretty much the same name.
It's even worse when the same game.
So we can see here that they're pushing really aggressively, Flare specifically here, to clean up that kill, because that puts another like 10-second counter on the respawn for Red, just adding up the seconds here. So even though it seems like the attacking team has put up a really good fight and honestly is looking a lot cleaner, it's still, they haven't been able to cap the point with 2 minutes remaining here.
They do seem very disjointed between this tank line and the healer line, though still on this team feeders. Hawkeye pushing through the gate. Both Anas have ultimates, no other ults on the board right now. Hawkeye playing passive, gets the Fire Strike off on nothing. Hawkeye is shot in the ass here by the opposing Zarya. Takes a Fire Strike to the face, 350 HP, puts shield back up. Charging in, Genji, counter charge on this Reinhardt. Genji picks up 2 kills, Sonic Sean picking up a kill. Genji picks up a 3rd kill with that dash on this Windows Fire. And that is a clean take on point 2 on that one push.
So we can see that the defending team here could have won. They just were too late to use ults. In Overwatch, it's always better. The team who ults first wins. So we see that the defending team didn't take a proactive use of their ults and paid for it. They had Graviton Surge, they had Nano, but they didn't even get the chance to use them because they weren't proactive in how they attacked.
There was a really good shatter coming out of that Reinhardt, though.
Yes, but it was reactive and it just wasn't enough. They had plenty of ults. They could have easily held that, but you know, it's the eco of the ults of how they use them and whatnot. And they were just too they weren't proactive enough with their ults. Again, you can even see Flare pop his blade, but he died to the attacking blade because they had already drawn theirs. So it really came down to the speed of which the ults were used and the order in which they were used, which comes down to the shot calling for the most part.
Absolutely, and that just comes down to the experience. As far as I know, NJFO2 is a team that's played together for a while versus this ragtag team of free agents who has gone, quite frankly, further than I expected them to do. They are 1-1 right now, if I'm not mistaken. How did NJFO 2 do last game? I didn't see this.
They did fairly well. They took second place in last week's tournament. So, you know, they have a strong showing. They have good teamwork. But their mechanics and their experience are still lacking quite.
I've noticed the distinct lack of variation in their tank line specifically. And a little bit of miscommunication between their healers and their tanks. It is something that can be absolutely rectified, but it comes with time. Your thoughts on that?
4, 3.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a quick error with the bracket here. I'm gonna go have to talk with the ends for a minute. And I'll leave the casting.
Absolutely, I can pick up the slack. Sergeant Trash gets shot in the mouth by this Flare Hanzo, forcing him off the high ground. Aggressively diving through is Tommy on this Diva, forcing Sergeant Trash off again. Hawkeye charging through on nothing. Oh, manages to get some damage off, but he's dropped by Tommy's Diva. Smitty forced to fly off, being dove aggressively by this triple dive of this team. Smitty can get the heal off. He has 2 HP and he cannot get it off. Ian picks him up. Windows Fire picking up Sonic Sean on that dive. Flare, 50 HP. And is picked off by Sergeant Trash's Hanzo. Great defensive play by Sergeant Trash. Offensive play. Defensive play. I don't know who's defending.
Yeah, so we have NJFO 2 here attacking with feeders defense.
Okay. Thank you. Feeders are on defense. So yes, it was a good defensive play. I was right the first time. Never second guess yourself, kids. Even when you're wrong. Capricanth is playing this extremely aggressive Genji against this team. Let's see if he can redeem himself for that lack of blade on that last push on that last round. Ooh, getting some good flying damage off on the opposing Genji. Red extremely low. Capricanth cannot get the pick, so he switched targets. 25 HP on Capricanth from the Hanzo headshot. Hawkeye charging through. Red picks up a kill. Hawkeye picks up a kill. Flare getting a counter kill on Sergeant Trash's Hanzo v Hanzo matchup. 11 HP on Capricanth, and he goes down. Windows Fire picking up Sonic Sean. Red. Everyone's dying here when I switch camera.
Yeah, so we can see the defending here went really aggressive on the backline of the attacking team and really paid off for them. It's really important for their main support to stay up on the attacking team because getting, like we said earlier, any trade picks is in the benefit of the defense. So making sure your main healer is up is really, really important here on this attack. Alternatively, we see them playing for this Nano Blade here, which can be...
Flare's Hanzo here with the Fire Strike damage buff by Mercy. Smitty doing great on that call. Continue.
Yeah, so we're going to see the attacking team here play for Nano Blade. That's going to be the key ult they're going to need to take out this defending team, and they have no defensive ult to stop it.
Hawkeye taking 3 shots in the face from the Genji. 2 shots in the face. Ooh, Hawkeye getting a 2-man Fire Strike off on that one. Shield at half health. There's a Winston flanking around this right side. Can't do anything. Flare picking up a nice kill on Sergeant Josh with a headshot. Genji on... Triple kill by this Genji with the blade. 4 HP, and he is down. Hanzo goes down. Genji goes down. Knowledge gets dropped. Is anyone alive? Smitty desperately healing.
So we can see there that that would have been a really solid attack from NJFO 2, but Null wasn't able to get the nano off onto Capri, which really was really detrimental. As you can see, that Red cut through most of their team because of it. They're going to see a swap to a triple tank here, presumably, or sorry, 2-2-2 again, presumably trying to play for the Graviton combo here.
Yeah, Red's Genji has picked up some, quite frankly, serious points since the last round. Looks like he's really getting into that character. He's playing hyper forward. Just go, go, go on this Genji. Just really working out for him. Pulling the trigger at the right time. Ian boosting them through this gate. Gets the Reinhardt in. Does a shield from the Zarya combo. Counter charge coming out. Oh, Hawkeye gets popped before he can get his ult off. That hammer down does not come out. Ian extremely low. Does not die. Flare picking up Red's Genji. That is a good play. Good grenade coming out. Flare picking up Smitty. Tommy picking up Sonic Sean. The 2 biggest players on this team so far.
Yeah, we can see the use of triple tank here. As you can see, they're clearly not dying.
Flare flailing around like a madman on this Bridget. Does have ult available to him to deal with this hamster. That's just swinging through. He gets a stun off on the hamster. Can he kill him? He does. Hawkeye picked up by Flare. Hey, Kaneko. Ooh, Flare missing that dash on the Genji, allowing him to get more stuff. But Capricantus picks him up. 3 men down on this defending team. And that is round 2.
Yeah, so we can see how the attacking team here chose to, instead of trying to take the fight quick and clean, they want to play a longer brawl and more sustained fight with that triple tank setup.
Especially since they switched, they had to build up some of that ult charge to deal with that. It was really working the benefit to drag that out. Especially with that Bridges, getting that AoE heal constantly off, building that ult charge, doing all that work for her team.
In addition, the defending team didn't really have any DPS that were suitable to handle the triple tank, as well as there's no real high ground to utilize, which is honestly one of triple tank's biggest weaknesses, which is why I was able to work here on the second attack, on the second.
The only 2 real points that are not immediately killed are on these pillars right here, for anyone defending, or even up here. But like, this is not ideal situations for line of sight. There are a lot of obstacles in the way, and you just can't get the damage off effectively against something coming through with that Lucio buff, just charging them through. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen on this one, on this round 3 of this map?
Well, even just based off the picks, we can see Hawkeye here going Junkrat, presuming they're going to run triple tank again, which is a totally fair choice. They are going to choose to switch it up. So again, they're very weak and susceptible to the triple tank pick, but it doesn't seem to be a problem as they are going to be running the standard 2-2-2 from both teams here.
Yeah, standard 2-2-2 coming out here, getting some good harass off with the Zarya. And this Reinhardt getting some ult charge out. 20% ult charge on this Capricantus Genji already. Smitty back on this Mercy. He is a really strong DPS player, but I guess the shot calling experience is more valuable for this team.
Absolutely.
Flare on this Reaper, looking to flank around on anyone coming through. On this defense. Flare, half health. Manages to dodge that Reinhardt swing with the Ghost Form. 25 HP, 35 HP is dropped by Reinhardt. Sergeant Trash trying to put in some more excellent sleep by that Ana on this defense. Clean take by this red team against, or yeah, clean take. That's what that was.
Yeah, so we can see that again they took the defending team dropped down from high ground. They got really punished for it. Their lack of range is also a significant weakness in the defending.
Hawkeye playing really forward on this Reinhardt. He loses the shield immediately from that Zarya. They get some ult charge back up, good healing. Nelix desperately trying to get some healing off. Cannot hit that Genji with those heals. He's half health himself. Tommy forced to use his bubble. Slept by Ana as that bubble wears off. Charged through by the Reinhardt. 20 HP and he's dead. Red coming in through. Doing good work. Flare picking up Hawkeye. Red picking up Flare. Smitty getting the res on Hawkeye on this point. Closing Genji. Getting the ult off. Nelix forced to switch to Moira to get to the point and have that dodge. Ian coming in with his Lucio. Can he do anything to keep them off this point? He's getting some good healing off. Hawkeye picking up a kill. Sergeant Trash picking up a kill on Flare. And Genji picking up a kill there. It's 3v6 right now. Zarya coming out from this. Tommy with the Winston of Shadowcross just charging through. His ult wears off. Ian is at half health. Can he survive? Widows Fire picks up Hawkeye and Sonic Sean picks off Ian and Flare picks up Shadowcross. My god, this is a brawl. Nelix's Moira really doing work in this last play for healing.
So a really good contest there coming out from the defensive team. We can see that Null's switch kept her alive much, much longer than she was on Ana, as well as Flare is able to get two key picks there in order to get the respawn timer going for the attacking team, which really ended up bleeding them out. Unfortunately, we could see people like Sergeant Trash, not, of course, you know, no trash intended is his name, isn't getting enough value on the Widow there. He's hitting shots, but you just need to be able to, your time to kill has to be very, very high in order to take the second point. Alternatively, you have to have the sustain to keep everyone up, and they didn't have either of those key elements in order to take the second point.
And with the super short distance between that respawn point and that second well, the respawn point in the second point itself. Widow is really just not that good on the attack here, because it's a pick character, but this defending team wants to have it drag out. They want to respawn and come back in one at a time. They don't want to get wiped. Widowmaker is not, in my opinion, at least, the best choice for this point. On offense, anyway.
There definitely aren't a lot of sightlines as well for second, which is why you can see Widow pop off on the first point, but not so much on this.
Winston setting up in his favorite point with his Genji. Red showing some surprising skill on this Genji. I don't actually know what his SR is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's not terrible.
4, 3,
Quite frankly.
1.
His Genji has been very aggressive, very calculated. Once he swapped off, well, just once he got in the swing of things. Again, we are in on this point. Red being sneaky here, swapping in behind with this Winston, getting some good damage off, but the Lucio pushed them all through the door. Red extremely low here on this point. Shadowcross picking up Flair's Bridget early in the fight. Red goes down to Windows fires Reinhardt. Tommy drops Smitty. Sudden Trash picking up Capper Candace's mech. Sudden Trash picking up Capper Candace himself. Ooh, good play. Ian doing some good healing and keeping himself out of the line of fire of this enemy team. But the grenade comes out from this Ana. Can he pick up 2 kills? Windows fire picking up 2 kills to counter the Ana grenade. Shadowcross forced ult on this Winston. Diving in on Ian. Can he pick up the kill? He cannot. But Hanzo ult picks up both Ian and... Oh, no, does not get anything else with that. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we can see the attacking team come out here with with Ghost Comp, and while it's pretty good on the second point, it struggles on the first because you can see that
extremely low health here. Can he get the charge in? He picks up Smitty, but he drops. He still has ult available to him. Hawkeye on this D.Va does have ult available to them with 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, so we can see that the Ghost Comp struggles here to take the high ground away from the defending team, and that's really what the feeders used against them. They did get 2 ticks out of it though, and ults. So not the worst attack.
Hawkeye does not get the mech drop down from that high ground, forcing him to just waste his ult completely when he used it. Good charge in by these Reinhardts. Great play by these Lucius. Keep these guys moving. Keep them mobile. But counter ult coming in from the Zarya. Hitting them down, and G's defending team is picked off pretty heavily. 1 left on... Wait, no, 3 left. 2 left. Can Hawkeye pick up the kill on this Lucio? And he does. That is a more or less free point for them.
So again, we see the fault of Ghost Comp coming out here, being really, really weak, and it seems that the defending team has caught on to it. So they're going to have to switch here if they're going to want a chance to cap this.
I absolutely agree.
Alternatively, they're going to have a really good...
They have a minute left. Windows fire on this Reinhardt. Getting the shot off on that Winston with the fire strike. He is completely ignoring his team, though. This is some very sloppy tank play coming out of Windows fire's Reinhardt. Good shield, though. Only picks up Tommy with that Hawkeye ult from D.Va. Sonic Sean playing smart around that corner. Can he pick up this Genji? He cannot. Flick is not reliable for him right now. Oh! Gets asleep. Ian picking up 2 kills here. Capper Candace's mech.
That's going to be really good for the attacking team here. They just got a stagger on Red and Sonic Sheen, so we're going to see if they're going to roll through here and push that advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. With Ana, you must practice those hitting targets. Counter charge by that Reinhardt. Counter ult by that Reinhardt, stopping the charge, then charging it himself, going deep into their lines, getting some good damage off. Ian immediately ulting off right before the Reaper ult comes out. Saves everybody's lives with that preemptive Lucio ult, but it does not matter. Sergeant Trash and Red picking up the kills. Whole Red team on fire. Flare respawn.
Yep, we're gonna have to have a quick attack here from NJFO2 here.
They do have the Lucio. They have 3 ults available to them. They have 10 seconds remaining. Sergeant Trash sitting in the wings, waiting for them. Immediate raid boss ult coming out. Hawkeye does have ult. Sergeant Trash coming in behind the tank line. But excellent defensive play by this Reinhardt. Windows fire, just flailing. Charges off the point. Comes back on. Picks up Shadowcross and Smitty on healing. Clean team kill from this NJFO2 team to win game 2, right? Is that game 2? I think that's game 2.
I believe that was only game 1. That was only the first round. The next map, if NJF2, it's best of 3, so they have 1 win for NJFO2, and feeders will pick.
He has moments, as alcoholics call it, moments of clarity when he's playing this Reinhardt.
Yeah, so a really strong showing in from NJFO2 and feeders. It was a very close match. We can see that they didn't really have a solid answer to the GOATS comp that NJFO2 decided.
They were doing quite well against it for the first several pushes, but it just was not enough. That Genji is really not that strong versus this tank line. Especially with a... They did have a Winston, as far as I'm aware. Oh, right. Talking to the microphone. Oops. But yeah, that Genji was not as effective as it could have been against that backline coming through that point on point 1. Or choke on point 1. Words are hard. Okay, so Feeders gets to pick the map. Which one are they going to pick? Do you know?
Yeah, they got a minute for me. They're going to be making some swaps as well. Hailstorm will be coming in for Flare here.
Really? Okay, that should be interesting. Sister team of NGFO. Watching carefully. Spectacular.
All right, I'm going to go behind the scenes and make sure we're good to go here. If you want to entertain the crowd for a minute, I'll be right.
Absolutely. So if you guys like this content, please subscribe and share. Don't forget to like this as well. If you want to compete in these tournaments, there is a link in the description. And if you want to join the... well, there's a link for the Discord for the tournaments and the link for the tournaments themselves. First 2 links in my description. If you want to support me, myself, and I, there is Patreon links and Humble Bundle links. There's some great bundles this month. Really great bundles. All the Warhammer games are fucking like 90% off. What else is there? My Discord is the Discord link. The second one. This is hard. Jake should play. You don't want me playing because I only play Moira and Widowmaker. Huh. I mean, I do play Winston, so I guess, yeah. Anyways, what else? Any more shill crap? Not that I know of. Okay. So, talk to the crowd time. Alright, there's a 30-second delay. That does not help. Not used to having a delay. Kaneka's advice on playing Ana is go into training and just keep practicing. Practice and training every day for 15 minutes. Until you have a couple times you can do everything that she does pretty easily, including flick shot sleeps, those flick heals, everything. Make sure you practice. That is the key thing. Bots move predictably. But they are still good for actually hitting things. There is also, on that training map, not just bots, but there is moving targets as well. They are swinging targets, so they'll reset when you hit them. There's no health bar. You can just keep doing that to practice your shots. It's great, great practice for anything that requires fine-grained hit scan control. They are everywhere. Alright, so we're just waiting on feeders here to pick map 2. This is the best of 3, of course. Shadowcross. Doing some good work there. I really do want to see Smitty come back in on that DPS. And up until, well, as far as I'm aware, they are running these tournaments every Sunday. They start at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or in UK time, that is midnight. And for all you West Coast people, that is, of course, 4 p.m. Words are hard, but I try. The problem with that Poison Flames is that a lot of characters in Overwatch have different input delays. So, for example, the Widowmaker click itself has a input buffer. So you can click it and it will go off. That's why if you go from playing Unreal Tournament hit scans to Widowmaker, you will have a bad time. 7 months of me trying to reduce input lag later, and I almost got it. I used the classics for the aim training. But yes, he is right. There are a lot of things that you can use to practice aiming. They do well. They do help, absolutely. If you can't hit the broadside of the barn from the inside of the barn, or the mountain from the side of the mountain, then yes, absolutely, go pick up some of those things on Steam. There's also a great skills training thing in general. There's a website full of old as shit Flash games that have reaction time training, accuracy training, tracking training with your mouse. They're great. Sorry
to interrupt you. Quick update. Feeders is trying to find 2 more free agents real quick. They're getting people in here, and we'll just be 5 more minutes.
We should totally throw them Jersey. Let's see how that works out.
They asked to use some of the players, but I told them it was conflict of interest, and they might actually throw because they're playing against sister teams. So
that is true.
Not the best idea, but it would be hilarious.
They asked me to play, and it's like, no, you don't want a Moira and Widowmaker main playing at the same time as casting. That's not going to be entertaining for anybody.
Yep, I'm going to keep setting up stuff behind the scenes. Just give me one moment.
Webkins was fun as hell. Anyone that says otherwise, I'm sorry, man. Let's see if I can find one person to play. Lion Mind, are you still online? Lion Mind, you are online. Come sub in for this team. Make it rain, boy. Make it rain. He is a Widowmaker and Tracer main. I haven't seen Tracer in a while in any level of competitive play, but, you know, still a valuable pick when you're not expecting it. Huh. 2 people leaving this feeder's team. Oh, just not in their Discord. Oh well, let's take a look at these SRs of these players. Sonic Sean. Yeah, that's what I expected. Excellent accuracy on that Ana.
Sorry for the delay here, everyone. We're just getting things ready behind the scenes. It'll just be 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I expected Smitty to be about that high. 37.75 on Schmitty. 33.19 on the artist. He's a sub-in as far as I'm aware. Shadowcross, let's see where you are at. 27.69. Not bad, not bad. Plays mainly Genji. And Doomfist. And against NGFO 1, that Doomfist came to big use. Absolutely. Tracer is definitely still meta, but, well, I'm not going to say meta, but definitely still viable. Problem is, in my opinion, I must state that this is my opinion, that she is more effort than the reward is worth.
Yeah, I can kind of agree to that. So Tracer definitely isn't like meta defining, but she's definitely still running a lot of 3-2-1 comps. So you saw NJFO1 run the 3-2-1 comp.
Mm-hmm.
However, usually you'd run a Tracer instead because Tracer can output and clean up damage from the tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So they can clean up damage from the tanks as well as output enough damage alone. So Tracer still definitely run, especially if the opposing team chooses not to run a Brig.
All right, Schmitty's team picks Gibraltar as their map. Okay, continue. You were saying Bridget and Tracer.
Yes. So Tracer is still run especially if there's not a Bridget. And she's sometimes running 3-2-1 comps. That's pretty much it. But she's viable. She's meta, but she's not like as meta as she was in like Dive Meta or any of those sort of.
Reminds me of League of Legends Zed when he got nerfed into the ground. Like, sure, he still had the time to kill, but just the raw mechanical skill that were required to use him was just not worth it at that point, and there was much better things that could do it quite quickly. Like, for example, they swapped from Tracer to Widowmaker Hanzo after Hanzo's rework. And, of course, the... some say cancerous, ubiquitous Junkrat one-shot combo that they desperately had to get rid of because the community would not shut up about it. Reddit wouldn't shut up about it. Okay, so who is playing? Catalyst.
I'm not entirely sure. They're still figuring out their roster.
Wait, is Catalyst one of my friends? Hang on, let me check.
I believe Catalyst is Logan Power.
Oh, it's Logan. Okay. I'm okay with this. You're actually Diamond. That's adorable. Are you ready for this? Flare says they're ready, and they are entering game. This is going to be on Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
And is this semis? I believe so, right? This is best of 3 semis. This is map 2.
This is losers bracket. So losers bracket will go to face the grand finals NJFO 1, and whoever wins this will have to win a best of 5 against NJFO 1, and then win a second best of 5. As the first best of 5 will be a bracket reset, because NJFO 1 has not dropped the game yet and is still double.
It's still double.
Yes, it's double elim. So if either of these two teams win this, they have to win 2 best of 5s against NJFO 1.
That is brutal.
Yeah, so it's a little tough, and that's why you definitely want to have a good showing earlier in the tournament, as to not have to worry about fighting against the bracket reset, but you're not technically out.
Okay, so that means that both these teams are going to have to be flexible and watch what NJFO 1 do. If they are not willing to swap their comp when it's not working, you really got to be quick on those switches, guys. That was one thing that NJFO 2 did not do very well, was continuing running goats when it wasn't working. It ended up working out in their favor, but, you know, when you throw enough shit at a wall, it will stick.
Yeah, so we're going to see the defending team running a lot of snipers here. Watchpoint Gibraltar really, really good for long-range hit scan and other sort of sniper.
I am looking forward to see Flair's Widowmaker. That is not Flair. This is Flair.
Stop the payload.
Diva v Diva on the catwalk. Ooh, preemptive, getting away by the Widowmaker. Winston, Doomfist diving in. Let's just forget every character in the game. This Diva diving really aggressively. Flair playing preemptively defensively against this entire dive team. Playing good against what she has to work with. Catalyst loses mech. But they are pushing this payload. We're under the bridge. Flair drops the artist on this Winston. He was one of the sub-ins for Team Theaters. Smitty's still on this Mercy. Ian drops Red with a boop. Ooh. That must be pride. 79 HP on this Catalyst. Smitty goes down to Windows Fire. Catalyst manages to remech before dying. Gets the shield up. Oh god, watching him is jumpy.
So it's going to be really important here for the attack need to shut down the defending snipers. That's going to be their key to victory here.
I absolutely agree with you. These wins, this Widow is preemptively getting the hell out of dodge, and it's doing great work for this team. Hailstorm playing low, not normally recommended, but against this team comp is extremely effective. Nelix still on this Lana. Catalyst playing some cheeky poke damage with this Diva.
Yeah, again, we're going to want to see a really clean dive by the attacking team here. As you can see, they keep dying getting to the snipers, getting picks on them.
Every time the artist goes to dive on this Widowmaker, she preemptively just leaves. Hailstorm getting picked off by the artist, ulting Winston. Ulting early, diving into the Widowmaker. Tommy loses mech. Red kills Nullix with a whole bunch of damage and his ultimate. Ian getting out of there, trying to ride those walls, stay within range of this objective. Shadowcross dropping Windows Fire's Winston with this Doomfist, dropping Ian too with a double kill punch. Tommy dropping the artist. Catalyst not having mech right now. Hailstorm picks out Smitty with the Sonic era of all things. Tommy v Catalyst. Tommy wins in the Diva v Diva matchup, and Catalyst does pick up that Hailstorm as a consolation prize. Sonic Sean getting an ineffective grenade off. It hits the shield, doesn't do anything. Sonic Sean 13 HP. Can he? No, he cannot get away from the Winston. Red does pick up Nullix. Flair sitting on the point to contest, not letting the enemy team push forward until he was forced off by this Winston. And Winston does pick up the kill on Flair. Shadowcross versus Windows Fire. Knocked in the air and killed.
Yeah, so we see the attacking team here do a really good job of stuffing out the space so the snipers have no room to work. You can see Flair really struggle in the recontest here. They are going to switch to a Torbjorn here to presumably deal with this Genji a bit, but we're going to see how that works out.
I do like Torbjorn in this point. He's really hard to deal with. That long range of the turret is really hard to kill because it's 250 HP after all. Good heal by Sonic Sean to keep them alive. Excellent healing by Sonic Sean to keep his team alive on that dive. Catalyst throwing the Diva ult up early, gets some damage off, but not any kills. Red still has his ult on this Genji. Shadowcross diving in hard onto this backline. Flair does have ult still, so does Nullix. And Shadowcross picked off, does not get the kill he needed. Red picking up Hailstorm's turret. Windows Fire in a Winston v Winston matchup on this choke. Can Windows Fire get any good damage off? He does. He is extremely low. Ana, can he kill her? Red does pick up a kill with this loot. This Genji ult. Where is Genji? That was terrible camera banning by me. Sorry. Tommy does drop Catalyst mech. Flare picks up Catalyst. The artist does pick up Tommy though. It's a trade. Fair trade. Red v Flare on the high ground. Can he pick up the kill? He does. Genji solos the Widowmaker without much reprieve.
Yeah, although not flashy, you can see Hailstorm got a lot of work in there. He already has ult charge, even though he just switched and it's only been one fight. The turret doing a lot of work.
You cut out, sir.
Yeah, Hail just got a lot of value there because they didn't deal with the turret very fast.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. On this choke point, that Torbjorn is just so difficult to deal with because it's such long range and you can put it around the corner. And you really have to peek with some characters that don't want to peek. Nullix getting dove on to buy this Winston, but his team's there to back him up. Great defensive play by NJFO2. Doomfist diving onto Nullix. Does make the save, and Flare does pick up Shadowcross's Doomfist. This Feeder's team does have to be a little bit more coordinated. Ana has ult getting dove onto. And is picked up. Red and the artist pick up 2 clean kills on this backline of NGFO2. Feeders.
Yeah, we can see the defending team there. Forgot about the objective, and as the kids say, they Charlie 9'd or C9 there, giving the point to the attacking team.
Oh, C9, you poor bastards. Every mistake that has been done in pro play is also the most common ones done in normal play.
My ultimate is almost ready. Sniper, be wary. Form up.
Poor C9. Shadowcross, doesn't he get a nice ambush off? Nothing to work with there. There it is. Dies to Tommy, but just pick up Flare in the process. Catalyst playing the Zarya fairly well on this point. Ooh, good shield by that Zarya. Never mind, blind. Windows Fire does get the loose ult on him, but he is grenaded. Can he pick up the Genji? And he does. Really aggressive dives coming out of both Genji and Red, but they're not coordinating and they're not getting very much picked off with it. Windows Fire, half health, grenaded, does have ult available to him. Both tanks diving in on the back line, getting a nice dive, does not make anything of it though. Catalyst playing keep away, not dying to the Diva ult. Flare picking up Artist with the Hanzo rapid fire arrow. What is that called? Storm arrow, there we go.
Yeah, so we can see here the attacking team's really struggling to find what comp they want to run. They ran Zarya with Winston, and now they're running standard tanks, so we're going to see how that works out for them.
Ian riding his walls, looking to get the high ground as fast as possible with this Lucio. Trying to get his healing off for his tanks. Preemptive ult by this Mercy to take this point. Catalyst looking to use his ult. He gets the ult off on no one. And he's bounced around like a doll. Ian drops Catalyst. Schmitty takes out Hailstorms. Torbjorn. Shadowcross killing Nullix with the ult, and Schmitty resurrects Catalyst. Windows Fire killing Schmitty. Again. Windows Fire, Flare doing great work against this enemy team. Winston using the ult to kill them. Red diving on Nullix and picking him off one more time. And they do lose Genji to Torbjorn's turrets. Those Torbjorn turrets are doing great work on them on this map. It's like a more evolved Bastion that can move and do damage.
Yeah, we can see that they're really dancing around the attacking team tanks here. The only issue with the standard tanks is that they're very immobile and they're not running a Lucio, so we're going to see the tank line of the attacking team really struggle.
Tommy and the tanks trading damage. Can Tommy pick up the kill on this Genji? He does not manage to get it off. Good healing out by this Ana. Nanoing this Genji. Genji late blade on that nano. Tommy killing Schmitty's Mercy. Nullix 19 HP. Great play by Nullix to take down that diving Genji of Red. Tommy double kill. Hailstorm picking up the charging Reinhardt. Good play by that Torbjorn. Never thought I'd see the day where I'd say that.
Yeah, so we can see that the attacking team here really struggles to finish out maps. I think it's just due to the new nature of the team and the lack of coordination. Right, even in Anubis, we saw they had a really good showing, but they just couldn't capitalize at the very end. Where it's key to have one good team fight which they really can't seem to find here. We can see Ian as well doing a really good job beating all of the nano blades out of Red and Sonic Sheen. So that's kind of why you want to run this Lucio over a Mercy to stop ultimate combos like that. So really good play out of the defending team here.
Yes, also, that Torbjorn turret really does a number on a Flying Mercy. There's nothing she can do to it. She can't kill it fast enough, and it will just drop her. Like, once they have that Torbjorn out, you need to reevaluate your picks, which is something really weird to say.
Yeah, they definitely lack the long range damage to deal with it properly, and that's why it got so much chip value. You know, you don't really say like, oh, you know, the Torb turret's getting massive picks, but it's getting a lot of value over time that people just aren't acknowledging, which really set them down in terms of allowing him to charge ult and allowing that constant damage.
I would not be surprised if that Torbjorn had 6,000 damage or more just from the Torbjorn alone, even if they decide to switch, and I think they do. Like, the chip from that turret was just so strong, especially after the changes of it.
Scandinavian style? No, it has to be Lindholm style.
All right, so we're gonna see a really like stagnant holding team from the defending team here with the Mei, the Ryan, the Brigitte, and the Moira. So we're gonna see how the attacking team chooses to dive into this.
Interesting change though for this comp is Smitty's back on DPS, which he was doing exceedingly well on in that first game versus NGFO1. Windows Fire looking to not get shot by those icicles, obviously, but Sonic Sean waiting in the wings for the dive, playing really defensive on this Brigitte. Knows exactly what he's doing. Widow picking up Smitty. Ooh, that will be really painful for the defending team. They're forced to jump off that high ground to get down below the choke. Sonic Sean and Reinhardt tag teaming this point. Good trade coming out from both teams. Sonic Sean getting a good heal off. It is absorbed by the D.Va on his own team. Does not heal the Reinhardt. 26 HP on this Bridget. And they are forced to back off again due to some miscommunication by those teams. Flare picking up Smitty again. Smitty not having a good DPS game. Sonic Sean gets dropped by Hailstorm. Wow, instant headshot pick from this Hanzo. Double sniper coming out of this enemy top. Windows Fire picking up Red's Genji. They're running triple. Wow. Flare putting on a Widow Clitic here.
Yeah, we can see the defending team tanks really struggle to get any value here. Again, the mobility of the attacking tanks is really important here, especially on Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Windows Fire diving in on the Artist D.Va. The Artist D.Va does have ult available to him, got enough damage out of that. But Windows Fire killing this Moira without even a prayer. She used that shift way too early to get into that fight, and Flare picks up Smitty yet again. Sonic Sean does pick up Windows Fire on the dive, though. Flare v Genji. Can Flare work his magic? He's been doing excellent work on this. Widow misses a shot on the baby D.Va. Gets some damage off and cannot get the pick. D.Va v D.Va. In the spaceship. Catalyst does pick up Flare, finally. Hammer down from the Reinhardt, getting two people. The Artist picking up Nullix. Tommy extremely low, but does have ult available to him. He looks like he's gonna be saving it. Windows Fire does demech the Artist. Does not use ult to get back. Oh, I think that was a misplay by Tommy. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people on the internet that is a misplay, but also they might be looking to do an eco here, trying to bait ults from the defending team, because now you see they have 4 ults versus the defending team's 2. So maybe not a misplay there. Maybe looking to save it for the next fight, knowing that that one fight is already lost.
That was exactly why I asked your opinion, because you're more qualified than I am. It's always good to have a opinion that knows what they're talking about.
You're doing good so far. Don't bash yourself too much.
Windows Fire diving in on this backline. Getting much better healing in from his team. Jumps out early to peel for his backline. Good peeling from Windows Fire's Winston. He does have ult available for him. Shadowcross picking up Ian. Red does manage to pick up the 1 DPS that he can find, but he's extremely low. Windows Fire not getting any healing and does not manage to pick up the Genji. Genji does get the healing pack. Schmitty picking up Flare. Finally, the Artist does pick up Windows Fire. He did not get enough healing, and Windows Fire does pick up Red's Genji though on that dive. Genji got stuck in a bad spot and just could not get out. Oh, that area is always a death trap for any escaping DPS player. They think that health pack is salvation, but it rarely is. Smitty does have ult available to him on this Widowmaker versus NGFO 2, yes, 2, with Reinhardt, or D.Va. both Widowmaker ults coming out immediately to counter each other. Catalyst does have hammer down. Aggressive play coming out of Tommy. Catalyst solo ulting this D.Va dive. Catalyst leaving his team to the Genji. Or leaving, yeah, I'm blind. Ian playing this payload extremely well. Sonic Sean does pick up Windows 5 on the dive. There was some disjointedness on the ceiling. Can Ian stay alive? He does, but the artist does pick up Nullix with that D.Va ult. Ian getting out of dodge, looking to reset. Can he survive? He does. Casting this room is always so challenging due to the fact that it's so 2 points at once, you know what I mean?
Of course, of course. So we're going to see a switch coming out here from the attacking team. They're really struggling to use their comp here. I don't think they're utilizing the high ground properly. So we're going to see what they're going to change up to here. The defensive team is well making swaps just to counter the offensive team, and it's working out really well for them.
It is working out quite well for them. I'm very much liking Shadowcross's on play versus Sonic Sean.
They're playing a very, very tight death ball here, which the attacking team has yet to break.
Yes, good things to say about Shadowcross on this. Hailstorm in the meat of it with that diving D.Va. There was looks like some miscommunication there by the tank line, allowing Flare to get a good pick off on two of them. Red drops. Smitty goes down. Flare doing good work. Hailstorm getting a nice ult off, picking up Shadowcross, picking up Sonic Sean, and Ryan v Ryan. Windows Fire comes out on top versus Catalyst, forcing the team back. Looks like they're gonna get the second point. Second point goes to NJFO2 unless this D.Va can come in and contest. She does get in, but is DMAC'd instantly. Hailstorm does not get the fully charged headshot off on the Widowmaker. It does not do any work. Windows Fire does pick up Smitty. Shadowcross, 17 HP, healing through this fight. Great work by Shadowcross. Saving that grenade for when it was important, and it worked out in his favor. Catalyst does kill Hailstorm's Hanzo. It looks
so we see the final attack here coming out. They're going to have to make good use of the Shatter in order to get value here. The defensive team doesn't have any ults to counter it, so it kind of comes down to the Mercy and the Reinhardt here to see what they can get.
Shadowcross's play is impressing me on this Ana. Much tighter than previous rounds. He really seems to have picked it up. Enemy Mercy coming extremely aggressively. Catalyst charging through, trying to deal with the enemy Reinhardt, but there is a Zenyatta ult on him that he has to deal with. He holds a shield, misses the charge, but the artist gets a two-man ult off with this D.Va. Genji picking up 2 more kills, and Tommy suicides. Red team with the defense and winning map.
All right, so it's going to go to game 3 here. It will be NJFO2's pick. We're going to need 2 minutes here to get settled between the two games, but just give us 1 moment and we'll be right with you.
Hailstorm's Hanzo doing some great work in that last round. Just did not work out in their favor in the end due to the filtering, managing to get in there in time by that D.Va. Watch this play. Just surgical use of that Hanzo on the low ground. Flare with 12,000 damage on those 2 DPSs. That's what I expected to see out of that. Great work by Flare's Widowmaker, and I think Torbjorn. All right, guys, if you want to get on these tournaments, they are run, as far as I know, every weekend, every Sunday. There's a link in the description to join the tournaments, and if you want to join the tournaments Discord, so you know when they're going to be run, there's also a link there as well. Discord and tournament links. If you want to support me, there's a Patreon link and Humble Bundle links in the description. There's some great bundles this month, including Warhammer bundles. The entire site, on top of bundles, is on sale. As far as I know, up to 90% off. Then there is Humble Monthly, which this month is City Skylines and a DLC, and Metal Gear Solid 5. Yes. Who needs a script? All right. And don't forget to share this stream with people that might be interested in playing these tournaments. These smaller tournaments are great for learning how to play the game effectively in a team. So if you just have any competitive aspirations, this is actually competitive. But also, you can really learn from your mistakes as a lower SR player if you come into these Not expecting to win, but expecting to learn. They are. When I played competitive League of Legends, that's actually how I got into it. Was playing lower elo tournaments or lower size tournaments. Lets you pick up on your mistakes, learn from the best. Because don't forget, a lot of these guys are Grandmaster, Master, a team that's going for contenders, a team that's played in contenders. Like, there are some seriously talented people that you can talk to and play against in these tournaments.
Okay, it looks like we're just about ready here. We're just making just a few audio issues, and then we're ready to go. It should be just a minute.
Okay, Lijiang Tower.
So once again, this will be the final map deciding, so either NJF2 or Feeders. This is NJF02's pick. And the winners will play against NJF01, and will need a fight to get a bracket reset.
Yes, because it's double elimination, so NJF01 has to lose twice, so it's going to be
Now arriving at Lijiang.
2 best of 5s, which is going to be rough for whoever has to play against the dominating so far NJF01. Extremely coordinated. Let's see if the artist can rein in his aggression on these tanks and really peel for his team with these tanks. I think I've said tanks twice. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so it looks like we are going to be running standard versus 3-2-1. It appears. Sonic Sean and Smitty, the two highest SR players on the team. Yeah, Sonic Sean coming out on that Zenyatta. With the lack of dive coming from this NGFO2 team. That Zenyatta... I wanted to see the Zenyatta. He would have been running great in this point. Anyways, you were going to speak?
Yeah, so we're going to see basically what the Pharahs can get done here. Pharah is really, really powerful on this map, so it's going to come down to them getting most of the value from their DPS here.
Nullux is going to be playing Pharmacy with this, so looking to see what happens. Because it will be effectively 2 healers. I mean, 1 healer for this team. Very fair match is a best view from the air. Immediate brawling on this low ground. Capricanus is focusing on the opposing team's tank line, whereas the other Pharah is looking to get kills onto the on Capricanus. Tommy picks up the artist mech. Capricanus picks up Catalyst. Let's get Dak on the ground. Windows Fire extremely low. Sonic Sean does res the Catalyst though, but Tommy picks up Red's Genji. Not working out for him here. Windows Fire getting some superb healing from his healing line.
Yeah, so we can see the attacking team, red team, Schmitty team, really struggling to get their tank line to get value. It's really tough running Reinhardt on this point, so we're gonna see what they want to do with it.
Windows Fire looking to body block for whatever comes at his slept teammate. Great coordination. Windows Fire contesting. Capricanus boops Shadowcross off the map, and Ian takes out Red. Windows Fire forced the ult on the bridge. Can he knock him off the map? He cannot get the Reinhardt off the map. Unfortunate for this Windows Fire Winston. Tommy DMX the artist. Windows Fire finally picks up Catalyst with the boop off the map. Great play by this Winston dive.
Yeah, so again, we can see here the little bit of slower heroes, Brigitte, Reinhardt, really struggling to get value here. They're not even able to cross the bridge. It's very oppressive with this far.
They really need to switch things up. Maybe just a healer. Maybe the whole team comp. There is 5 ults to 4 right now in favor of NJFL 2. Windows Fire getting pelted by these rockets. Red does swap to the McCree instead of the Genji. That stun will become invaluable. Capricanus picks up Red out of the gate. Unfortunate for them. The artist does have ult on this diva and throws it out immediately. Picks up the double kill on Capricanus and Alex in the air. That leaves him with 1 healer and 1 DPS. Tommy does to the ult counter this with the diva, but he fucks off to the other side of the map. Ian riding these walls like his life depends on it. 20 HP, does have ult, but he gets picked off before he can use it effectively. Hailstorm does get dropped. Red picking up a double kill on both the healer and the DPS. Red triple kill. Catalyst does demech Tommy. The artist. Healing
so, even though NJF2 does lose the point here, they had a really good job stalling. They went from 75 to 99, getting that extra 25% there. So really good stall.
That was some great defensive play, even though they lost the point. And I'm... Well, Ian holding onto that ult, even though he was going to die, for the next push was very smart. I applaud that. One of those things that you don't really see too often or like pointed out.
Yeah, and it's going to come down to whose barrage is better here, and that will kind of be the decider of this fight. There are some other ults to support NGFO
Both Mercy's ults are up. Ooh. Every ult being used in these fights except for Shadowcross's Zenyatta ult. He died before he could use it. Capra Candace gets a double kill with that barrage onto this red team defense. Tommy picks up the catalyst. Unofficial dies to a suicide. And Ian, Smitty cannot get on point in time to contest, and round 1 of this Lijiang Tower does go to NGFO 2.
Yeah, so we can really see the mobility taking into account there, the giving them really the key victory that they needed. So this will be the second map really favoring Schmitty's team here, Feeders, as they tend to play more standard, slower comps, which will be a lot stronger here on this second King of the Hill.
And with very limited boop options for, well, this entire team, there's going to be a lot more onus on the DPSs to actually get the damage off themselves.
5, 4, 3, 2,
like,
1.
Ooh, swap into the Reinhardt is Windows Fire from the Winston. Both teams swapping Ryan. Ian boosting his entire team through the gate. It is team v team in this top level. Can Ian keep his team alive? Capricanus does pick up the artist. Red kills Windows Fire's Reinhardt, and Hailstorm picks up Smitty's Junkrat. Ian boops the Reinhardt into Nullix, but Nullix picks him off on the charge. Great 1-2 combo by the healers of NGF2.
So a really good decisive mid fight there. We can see what the Lucio offers in this mid fight. They were able to take a lot more space than Feeders.
And some very, very well timed like song swaps by this Lucio to keep his team alive and dodging damage at the same time. Red doing good work on this. Oh, Catalyst picks up Nullix in the backline with the Fire Strike. Great long-range Fire Strike. Here comes great pickoff by Hailstorm on Smitty's tire, denying them that ult. Lucio throwing out a lot of damage. Lucio does have the slowest generating ult in the game after all, so he does need to get this damage off on the enemy team. Extremely low Windows Fire diving in on the backline and is picked up by the artist, but Capricanus picks up a double kill with this Junkrat tire. Catalyst diving in. Can it go Reinhardt v Reinhardt and kill him? No! Great save by Ian on the Lucio ultimate. Hailstorm does pick up Catalyst in the end. Capricanus picks up Sanashawn. Tommy taking out the artist. And the Zarya v Zarya.
Yeah, so again, so we can see that the comp here is really, really important. I don't really see what the Brigido or the McCree is really getting done for Schmitty's team here, Feeders. So they might want to look to do a switch here. It's not really providing enough value.
Ooh, good grab coming out. Oh, excellent combo with the grab and the Dragon Strike. Dragon Strike, yeah. Caterpillar Dragons. Picking up a clean take on Smitty's team here. That coordination from NGFO2 was really, well, they won them that fight.
Alright, so they have ults. We're gonna have to see what Schmitty's team chooses to do. If Feeders is gonna get a good ult here.
Tommy picking off Red immediately, 5v4. Grab coming out of Shadowcross. Hailstorm picks up Catalyst immediately, so that's 1 tank down. 2 tanks down and a DPS. 3 tanks down. 3 players down. 4. Everyone. Capricanus picking up the double kill on Sonic Sean. Picks up Red with the tire.
Now that will be game. It is best of 3. There are some map settings here.
All right. I believe that is 2-1. Map settings are wrong?
Yeah, it's currently set to best of 5. It should be best of 3. That is actually my mistake. Often in scrims, people use best of 5. So that will be GG there.
GG, well played. Unfortunately, no play of the game, but there was definitely, more than likely, at least my play of the game was that final point with the Zarya Hanzo combo. That was a great 4 or 5, or 5-6 man grab that came out. Logan, not living up to the hype of the chat. Sorry, Logan. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. right.
If you want to go hit up feeders for that interview real quick, that might be a good idea.
Absolutely, that'd be a great idea. Where did they go? Smitty.
Yes.
Hi, Jake.
Hello.
Did I do good?
Yeah, a hell of a lot better than last time, which is, quite frankly, all that I ask.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Smitty and Sonic, Sean. My God, the healing combo that came out of you two. Sonic, your Ana was unreal. You fucked off before I could give you an interview last time.
Oh, thanks.
Man.
So, Smitty, how come you were playing healer so much when you were dominating the first couple games with your DPS?
Mainly because we put this team together last second and like have had probably like 4 different team compositions, like actual different people over the past like hour. So like we were just trying this out our first time and it was pretty fun. So
Completely
as we go
forgot what I
forward.
played.
You guys played everything. It's hard to even pin that down. We're all gonna have to rewatch this stream. All right, Logan.
Yo, what's
you
up?
failed me, man. You failed.
I failed you?
You failed me, right?
Ping plus I'm washed up plus communication errors.
True. I mean, the first 2 are already enough to throw the game. So, no.
Hey, give me something. Give me something.
I mean, you improved over the last games. I don't really know what. There was just a across the board improvement, which is quite frankly the best compliment I can give.
The first game, I wasn't warmed up as much, but like this game, I was, fully smoking.
Schmitty, would you be interested in co-casting for the rest of the match here?
I have to go and do homework. Sorry, I've never casted either before.
That's okay. I'll be here as well, so don't worry.
All right, Sonic and Smitty, that was amazing play. Red, I really liked you swapping to that McCree in that last room. It did work in the mid. It did work in the mid fight, but unfortunately, you just got picked through that gate twice. That was really unfortunate in that entire map.
Fucking shit on.
Hey, you got a triple kill. That's all. I mean,
the downfall with that was that the enemy team had a lot more shield break, and with the very beginning of it, we didn't have a Lucio to speed up, so they were there a lot
they
quicker.
had a lot of dive and a lot of movement, like abilities. Yeah.
I'm just mad how I got solo ulted twice.
That just means you were threatening.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of not a lot of miscommunication between the tank dives. Just this is what I was noticing, anyways.
Fair enough.
Not trying to throw shade after all, because I don't like when people do that, and I don't like doing that. It's not constructive.
Definitely a really good showing from just a bunch of people who picked up a team just now. So
absolutely.
that was really promising.
Oh my god, that was phenomenal. That was the best showing of any team that, quite frankly, was a ragtag team, much less a rag team that was thrown together in 5 minutes. No, like seriously, the last 3 tournaments I've been in for this, I've played in 1, I've casted 2, so yeah. I've seen some ragtag and ragtag accessories.
So it looks like we're almost ready here. Jake, whenever you're ready, we can start it up.
Okay, just one quick thing. Sonic Sean, what were you using to train up your Ana? I noticed that your flick shots were right on point and your flick sleeps were disgusting.
Oh, damn.
I saw you do a flick drop shot sleep from across the map on a fucking Widowmaker against NJFO1.
Yeah.
Was that a fluke?
No. It was on purpose. It's kind of just all from muscle memory, because I mean, I've been playing the game for so long. This is a different account of mine. I probably have a total of 6 or 7.
Jeez. All up in High Master GM around there?
No, because I transferred over from console, so...
okay, so you had the map awareness, you just had to learn the aim, I gotcha.
Right, and then, of course, PC being better and all my shots and everything improved.
Smitty, there was a diverse range of characters that you were playing this game.
Thank you. Comes with the hours. Comes with the border. Yeah.
Okay, Red.
Widow to Mercy.
You're Genji. Great Genji in a lot of instances. How come you held on to it for so long? I'm just curious.
Because I like to throw games.
Fair enough.
I just play Genji, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you got a lot of essential picks off in a lot of those fights that did win you several rounds, so it worked for you.
Same thing again Sunday? Is this...
I'm assuming so.
There will be an updated kind of announcement. So just hang in the Discord, and the admins will fill you in on what's going on. They're looking to revamp the tournament a little bit, but if you stay in the Discord, they'll be sure to keep up with you guys.
And it's not spammed that much, so you shouldn't have too many issues with Discords blowing up your phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss.
Oh, you mean like not leave the Discord? I see what you mean.
Yeah. Miss, your tank play was quite consistent. Like actually, not just saying that like you did okay, yeah, good job. No, it was very consistent. Once you swapped to that Zarya, once you swapped to just things that weren't charge. Very, very complimentable play on those tanks.
Oh.
Yes, your Zarya. I liked it.
I kind of felt like the Winston was pretty well.
Yes, the Winston was great too, but just what shined though on that, especially on Lijiang though, was you on, well, things that could sit there, deal out the damage, at least in my opinion. What did you think?
Wait, I think they kicked me from the thing, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, I've got to go cast this next game. Thank you guys all.
Okay.
Those were great games. I will hope to see you guys next weekend.
Good games, boys.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Traveling to Nepal.
I had no idea what to ask.
That's all right. They did really well for a ragtag group. So
Yeah.
again, for anyone who's watching, they were just a bunch of randos who came together to play in a tournament for fun. They did surprisingly well. I know that even though we didn't get to cast them, Wolves of Cali is a pretty good team. They're about a mid-masters level team, and they were able to take them down. So it was a really good showing.
Yeah, Ragtag's taking down a mid-masters team, and yeah, that's all that needs to be said on that one. That's all she wrote. A real
Yeah, it was a really
mid-masters
good play.
team. Yeah, it wasn't even a Ragtag masters team. Yeah, no. Okay, let's see what's gonna be coming out of this one. Team deathmatch.
All right, so due to time constraints, it has been informed to me that both teams will be agreed to play a best of 3. Due to NJFO 1 scheduling, they cannot complete the entire tournament. So this will be a best of 3, just to say show some good showings from both teams, kind of like a showcase. So just stay tuned for that. But it will not be a best of 5, and we will not be seeing a bracket reset. So that has been agreed upon between both teams.
All right, let's get into this game. Which team will I be watching? NJFO 1 versus NJFO 2 here on a brawl map. More or less mirror comps. The exception being oh! Erebos picking up Flare! Oh wow! Poison Flames on the Zenyatta. Luminous picking up Capricantus. Oh my! This NJFO 1 doing some good work at first in the early rounds of this game. Erebos picking up the Boop on Windows Fire. NJFO 1 just wiping NJFO 2 on this first point. Poison, half health. Gets healed by that Ana, but they managed to drop Flare's Tracer. Forcing the swap as well from the Widowmaker.
Yeah, so again, we can see that that 3-2-1 comp coming out from NJFO 1. They really seem to like it. It's very, very viable in terms of keeping your team up, and that's really what they're playing to, is that long fight.
A lot of damage coming out of this Poison Flames Zenyatta. Flare sitting in the room, waiting to get the stun off. Can he get it? He gets a good stun off on that Winston, forces him into the back of the room. Ian picking up a boop on Washer, and Tommy picking out Poison Flames. We got a little bit complacent in that last point. Windows Fire swinging like a madman on this Winston. Jersey extremely low, forced to ult against this. Capricantus picking up Luminous's mech, and Flare picking up Luminous himself. Nico on the Genji instead of the Ana. Good 4-man grab coming out here. But charging through is Windows Fire, picking out Kaneko. Had no chance in hell on that one. Capricantus dropping every... Good play.
Yeah, so really good ult usage out of NJFO 2, able to take the point there. They had really good coordination there and were able to push effectively with those 2 picks they got off the...
Absolutely agreed. That charge through really caught Kaneko off guard. Kaneko does have ult up. Windows Fire and Nullix as well on the Reinhardt and Ana respectively for the other team. Ian getting dove on to immediately have to ult to deal with that, but he falls off the map. Flare forced to use shield to eat the ult from that D.Va, not dying. He does boot Kaneko off the map. That is 0-2 for this Genji, as far as I'm aware. Tommy picking up the double kill with the Zarya, and Luminous drops Windows Fire with Baby D.Va forward. Capricantus on the Symmetra, dropping Luminous. Both teams going to look for some more harass, and Tommy picks up Poison Flames on the Zenyatta. Capricantus picking out Washer Wand. Capricantus doing good work here. NJFO2 really coming together after that first initial push by NJFO1. I will refer to them both as NJFO2 is now Team Blue, NJFO1 is now Team Red. Washer Wand on the Ana instead of Kaneko. Kaneko switching to the Widowmaker to play their sister team. Big grab coming out. Ian coming out with the... Flare extremely low. Forced to come out with the teleporter. Comes back in after the grenade wears off. Capricantus picking up Erebos. With Flare does have ult on this Bridget. Not using it yet. Windows Fire picking out Luminous and Mech. And Washer Wand kills Windows Fire with the Ana. Tommy killing Jersey. Flare diving onto this Widowmaker and smacks him in the face. Say good night, c'est la vie, mon ami. Flare desperately trying to keep the enemy team off this point. Does not happen. Ian in the fight for his life right now. Windows Fire fighting through. Jersey does pick up Capricantus. Tommy killing Jersey, the tank, with the Zarya. Windows Fire eats the ult from the D.Va with the shield. Nice and easy. Ult coming out of Ian's... And is forces NJFO1 off the point to win round 1.
Yeah, we can see that NJFO1 really didn't capitalize on any of their damage. Their comp was a little spread, as well as their backline wasn't able to get enough value there. NJFO2 was able to play a really tight comp there, and really suppress them and not let them take any space.
That was some really clutch play coming out of that Symmetra, actually. Those teleporters did some great work in those massive fights. Allowing people to get out of a lot of CC. It actually kept Flare alive in the 5-man grab area. So, Windows Fire. Let's switch to Jersey. I want to see some of that. Jersey on the Reaper. Okay, let's watch this.
Round 2. Capture.
Erebos on the way. Jersey on the Reaper. Luminous on Zarya.
Yeah, so we can see NJFO1 playing, choosing to play a very close range comp here, looking to brawl on the point and nowhere else.
Not playing their standard comps at all. Jersey being dove onto by this Lucio. Extremely low health. Forced to fight backwards in the backline with this Reaper. He's not getting very much damage off. Brawling right now around this corner. Reinhardt's shield is almost about to die. Flare on this Reaper as well. Fighting the solo charging Reinhardt. Jersey picks up Nullix. Flare picks up Kaneko on this Reinhardt. Flare picking up Poison Flames. Has the grenade on him, but the Mei wall saves his life. Great play by this Mei. Ian. Ooh, wow. NJFO2 really putting the hurt on NJFO1. What will they do?
Form up.
You guys like this?
Yeah,
content?
we can see that that they're lacking the Lucio speed boost here, so it's really tough for them to come in. They're gonna try to take high ground here, but it might not be enough.
Yeah, definitely need to do something about this.
I've sighted the enemy.
And JFO2 playing cautiously, sitting in the wings for the ambush, forcing the ice block out of this Mei. Maybe Mei. Which Mei will win? The one that has Zarya on their back. That's who will win. NJFO1 getting a good wall off. Tommy drops to Erebos. Flare charging through his own shield and pops because of it. Great grenade coming out of this Ana. Lumi on the Zarya. Windows Fire takes out the Mei with the charge. Or the Jersey double kill. One from the shotguns, one from the ultimate, and Nullix goes down to Lumi. Ian goes down to Lumi as well.
Yeah, really good high value ult there from Jersey. He's able to pick up 3 with his ult alone, without any sort of support from this team. So that was a really good job by him.
Great solo effort by the tank main, playing Reaper. Kaneko playing a bit of a cheeky strat right here. Oh, excellent combo right here. Lumi with excellent discipline, not using that ult. And they pick up 3 easy kills. Poison Flame, picking up 2 of them. With that Zenyatta. Lumi playing another key corner poke and eating some of that charge.
Yeah, we can see the use of the wall to really split the team. And JFO2 really needs to rotate together in order to avoid that issue.
They need to get through this gate. Excellent Wombo combo coming out. Every ult being used except for Poison Flame. And he Reaper on Flare. Doing amazing damage, but he goes down. Dersey picking up the cleanup kills with the cleanup crew. Nullix, the only person on NJFO2 that has their ultimate versus Poison Flames, Washawand, and Kaneko on NJFO1. Team Red versus, Team Blue versus Team Red.
Yeah, we can see how the good use of NJFO's 1 and their ultimates is really clean, so they're able to have a lot of ultimates here still on the defense.
Nullix making good use of that Moira to go through that gate unhindered. NJFO out of position to contest this, but can they capitalize? NJFO2 hesitates, does not capitalize on this play. Really not making good use of Window's Fire, charging in, and it gets dropped by Zerzy with a headshot. Flare taking a fire strike to the face, only getting a very minimal amount of damage off. Zerzy just putting on a clinic here with this Reaper, but Kaneko picking up the quadruple kill with the charge and the damage buff from this Ana.
Yeah, we can see that NJFO1 was able to win there just because of their good eco and how they use their ultimates. They had 5 ults there on the last fight, which is really the only reason they won that last fight, was they just out-ulted the enemy team.
Actually, it led to even before that. NJFO2 hesitated when they had the complete easy flank on you. They stayed there for a good 15 seconds before dropping down. If they would have committed immediately, they would have easily got the drop on NJFO1.
So we're going to see some more long-range pressure come out here. This map is a little bit better for long-range hit-scan heroes like McCree, so we're going to see how teams choose to utilize that.
No widows so far. Interesting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
More or less standard tank choices for both teams. Erebos on the hamster. Interesting pick. Kappa Candace on this Pharah that did so well on previous rounds. Chasing a hamster, though. Trying to get the ball rolling, I guess. Tommy getting into the meat of it with the Zarya. Already at 80 charge. Instantly from those 2 shields. Good play. Good shield management by the Zarya. Reinhardt v. Reinhardt. Sounds like grunting. 1 goes down. Window's Fire goes down to Luminous's Zarya. Tommy forced to play this point alone by himself. Luminous picking up a double kill with the Zarya, forcing out the opposing team. Dersey does pick up Ian's with that McCree. Erebos gets slept, but Tommy was getting the damage on and immediately wears off the sleep.
Yeah, so we can see that the team really wasn't coordinated. The focus, they have a lot more damage output, but it's not focused enough on a single target. So NJF2 is really going to need to call targets and focus the same target in order to capitalize on the fact that they have 1 more DPS than the other team.
They need to abuse their Dersey with the high noon onto the back line and the front. Dersey picking up the triple kill on both. All quadruple kill, and Kaneko picking up the fire strike kill onto the healer. And the howdy coming out of Dersey. He is on fire. On fire. Kaneko charging in. Poison Flame is forced to use the ult to survive the charge. Ian getting middle. Oh, getting a good pick on Erebos with the headshots. He does have. Ooh. All right, Ian still has ultimate. He is charging in with his team. Dives in on the back line. Can he get the kill onto this Ana? He ignores her. Gets onto the point, immediately contesting. He still has his team with him, and there is nothing left on NJFO1 aside from it. Yeah, aside from nothing. They all died. The hamster comes in. Erebos does have his ult on this hamster. Can he use the contest? He is holding it. Gets the good knockup. Window's Fire picking up the hamster. Ian still has his ult on this Lucio. He is not using it at all. So Window's Fire does pick up Kaneko because of it. Ooh. Great play by this Lucio. Window's Fire picking up Dersey with the fire strike again. Hamster throwing off a defensive ult. Not getting much value out of it. Window's Fire picking up 2 with the double kill. Kaneko getting a good multi-man grab or slam down. does pick off the healer of NJFO 2. Hamster, extremely low, 38 HP. He does pick up the Mega Pack, and he is out clear. Capricanus does pick up Jersey. Tommy in the Zarya 1v1, picking up Luminous. Erebus kills Flare with a nice little cheeky charge, but he gets pinned by Windows Fire in retaliation. Ian playing extremely well on this Lucio. Not getting the boop off, but it doesn't matter. Kaneko gets pinned after charging through and missing the point entirely.
Yeah, NJFO1's really going to have to shut down their DPS. They're getting a lot of value here. Between the McCree and the Pharah, there's a lot of damage output that they're not shutting down properly.
There's a lot of unsung heroes on this NJFO2 team as well. McCree does not get anything off. Great shield work by these tanks. Flare contesting this hamster. Does not get anything from that ult, but does manage to pick up a hamster with the follow-up. Ian back into the brawl, getting a nice cheeky poke out. Reinhardt extremely low. McCree diving through. Flare does pick up Poison Flames with that dive through. Nelix healing like his life depends on it. Oh, good grenade coming out of this Nelix. He does still have the ult of Eliable, and he puts it onto the Zarya. Can she do anything with it? She has full charge, she has full damage, she has everything, and she is going through this backline like horse shit through Civ. Tommy extremely low, and gets dropped by Luminous. Double-edged sword with the Zarya v Zarya. If you have that much damage, you're going to get a lot of charge on the enemy Zarya quite quickly. Erebos forcing him back, playing a good screen hamster.
Yeah, we were able to see they were coming in there really close with that Graviton hamster combo. It's really good because it prevents them from moving outside of the grab, even though it ends.
Kaneko using the hammer down, not getting anything out of it. And he just charged his face first into a wall. Lucio with the counterplay. Very easy, very clean. Erebos does pick up Flare. Windows Fire does have ult. He is ignoring his backline. Windows Fire has to get something with this ultimate. They are both on 99%. He does get a two-man off on the Reinhardt, but he charges off the point. But he does pick up Poison Flames. Is Zenyatta. Can he do anything else? Great barrage coming out of Capricanus to pick up Lumini. And overtime. Erebus does drop two. Whole bunch of damage coming out of that team. And NJFO 1 loses map 1.
All right, cool. We're going to be rolling right into map 2 here. The pick will be Numbani, and we're going to see what they choose to run here. We're going to roll right in.
Okay. Well, if you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. I will be running these every Sunday, as provided there is no tournament changes. If there is tournament changes, there will always be. The link for this is in the description if you want to join in these tournaments. Any changes to the, as far as I know, standard format right now will be posted there. So we'll be running on Sundays. Also, if you like my content, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to share this stream with your friends, because let's get more people in on these tournaments. You can play, everyone can play. There's a lot of skilled people here that you can learn from. Even if you don't win, don't come into it from low elo expecting to win. Coming into it expecting to learn, it is a great learning tool. There's a lot of highly talented people, and I am casting these games as best as I can, so you will see some good highlights from this. And of course, Patreon, all that other stuff, all those links are in the description. Let's get back into the game. All right.
So we just have one moment here. The teams are determining what they want to do. Okay. The pick will be Numbani, so they're gonna give a second to strategize here, and then we're gonna get.
Absolutely. All right. But yes, please share this stream. Let's get more people in here. Let's make this chat exciting. Because I do read chat all the time, by the way. There is a 30-second delay due to the tournament organizers wishing me to have somebody to interact with the chat. So if you guys are talking, I will respond. All right, 30 seconds left, 25 seconds. It looks like they are going to be running... Okay, yes. I can see Poison running that. He's run it before to good effect on that Torbjorn versus Flare on the Soldier. He is self-sufficient. He can flank around. He can do a good bit of damage, and he is hit scan to deal with the things on the top shelf. Brought to you by Snacky Smart.
Yeah, so we're going to see Numbani first here. Really, really popular for dive. High ground is really important here on first. So we're going to see how teams choose to utilize it. because you can tell, like, if you don't contest the high ground, it's basically just a firing range for the defense. So that's going to be the key to watch here.
It does end up being a good firing range for both teams, though, if they can get up there. Also, fun thing about this map, all the the road signs are at about head height, so if you want to come in here with Widowmaker and turn your hook cooldown down to 1 or something like that, you can practice drop headshots on these signs all day long. It's great practice for hitting a head-sized target from a distance from the air. That doesn't move.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And we are getting to the game. We are going to be spectating Dersey on Widowmaker. Very strange. But it should be interesting.
I'm on the objective.
Dersey does not get the falling headshot onto that soldier. Torbjorn from Hailstorm at 120 health. Really has to be careful of the Widowmaker. His Poison Flames does kill Hamster's turret. Oh, Hailstorm extremely low, but Windows Fire picking up 3 kills. I should be watching that more. Oh, Nullix gets dropped by Erebos on that Lucio. Poison Flames sitting on the high ground, trying to get as much damage off as he can. They are contesting. A lot of damage coming out, but Poison Flames responds with his... I don't even know what that ability is called. Lumi back onto this D.Va. He does not want to lose game 2. Lumi has been running an amazing D.Va in every game I've played the last 2 tournaments. Lumi extremely low. He loses mech. Flare does kill that mech. Tommy drops Lumi. D.Va v D.Va. Tommy wins. Poison Flame kills Tommy's mech though. Good retaliation, I guess. There is Poison Flame's ult and Ana's ult on this NJFO 1 team. Ian is the only ultimate ability up on NJFO 2. He is riding the wall, stay alive. He gets out with his life. Oh, it's dropped extremely low, and he gets killed before he can get his ult out. Dersey does kill Hailstorm's turret, killing some of that chunk. Molten Torb coming out, pushing this point off, forcing this defending team back, but Flare does pick up D.Va. Poison Flame does pick up Flare as well with that nice ultimate ability. Ian forcing this team off as long as he can. Ian playing his life and loses it. Washer Wand doing some good work on this Ana, getting good damage and some good healing off.
Yeah, so we can see a really clean dive off the top there from NJFO 1, and that's why they're able to take this this point here.
The new and improved. What do you think? Is this going to be the new and improved, what's it called? Pirate Ship comp with the new Torbjorn to do some actual damage?
I think against Goats, definitely. The molten core from Torbjorn is really good against Goats, so maybe.
Ooh, this should be interesting. Let's see if they swap it up. That is a lot of ultimates on the board right now. The next fight will be a brawl. Poison Flames does kill Hailstorm's turret. That's unfortunate for Hailstorm. Poison Flame is on the low ground. He's poking. Hailstorm, though, on the other hand, he is on the low ground. That is not good for Torbjorn. He does not want to be down there. Ian, in a slugfest in the corridor. He does have grenade on him. He is extremely low health. Flare, low health. Drop by Erebos with the triple headshot from this. Wow. 4-man kills so far. Hailstorm, the only one left alive. He does have ultimate ability. Can Poison Flames get him before he can do anything with it? Dersey with the Genji does pick up Hailstorm. That is a clean 6-man from this NJFO 1 team. This new Torbjorn doing a lot of work here.
Yeah, so we can see NJFO to really try to fail in getting their footing here. That Torbjorn isn't really able to set up, and he's not really getting enough value on it.
Flare getting dove onto by Kaniko's Winston, and he just drops him like a shit sack down that mine shaft. Ian does have ultimate on this Lucio. Is he going to use it? Lumi does demech and kill Windows Fire. Not much time left to use this Lucio ult. Flare is back in the fight with this ultimate on the soldier. Not gonna be much use. No, it's extremely low. Does survive. Lumi forcing them in while escorting this payload in the back end. Every single ultimate ability coming out on the board, except for Hailstorm and Windows Fire. Ian extremely low on this one, Lucio, and he does drop Tommy in a fight for his life right now. Fight for the game. Can he contest? And he can't. He focuses on the Genji diving, and he performs a good old Charlie Niner.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Yeah, so we can see as soon as they lost that first point, they were really unable to catch their footing. So like Soldier and Torbjorn specifically are very susceptible to that dive, and you can see that they never really were able to find the footing and the defensive positioning they needed like they had on the first point, and I think that swaps could have really alleviated that problem.
They absolutely were trying to go for an alt econ, because on the very end there, when they all used them, they all had them. The problem was they held onto them for way too long. I watched 2 points go by without an alt being used on that Lucio, which is rather unfortunate for them, because there was a lot of situations where that probably could have saved the team. There was just so many instances of, are you pulling the trigger? Are you going to save them? And no. But excellent execution by this NGFO 2 team. 1 team. Half the team is tilted. What do you mean the team is tilted? I'm not tilting anybody.
Well, part of being a good player is avoiding tilt as well, so.
Nah, part of being a good player is yelling at your team. No, just kidding. Do not take that advice. That is terrible advice. Always be as calm as possible, even if you're mad on the inside. It will help you in life. Not just video games, but life.
So a really aggressive brawl comp coming out here from the defensive side. They're going to have to take really clean engagements for it to have value. So we're going to see how that pans out for them.
1. Attackers incoming.
Lumi spazzing out like he dropped his mouse. High sense. Best sense. No, she's topping off his teammates. Erebos extremely low on this Lucio, and he gets dropped by Windows Fire. Ian doing what he can in this backline, keeping his tanks alive, trying to harass down that turret. Can he get anything with it? And he does. He drops the turret. Kaneko dropping flare. Wasn't getting dove onto heavily. 44 HP. Can Ian pick up the kill? And he does. Good kill by Ian. Durst picking up the double kill though in response. Erebos killing Ian on the wall, off the map. Washerwan wiping his team up from the end of that fight.
Yeah, so again, from the attacking team, not a very clean engagement, and the brawl comp is able to really find value in that chaos.
Yes, exactly. And these defending brawls are always more effective than the aggressing brawls due to the fact they have to poke corners, where the defense just has the inherent value of having the ability to sit back. The attacker does have the ability to choose the area they fight, though. So let's see if they use that to disadvantage. Tommy. Oh, wow. Washerwan gets exploded by this tank dive. Durzy countering. Does have ult. Does miss the charge. Erebos does DMAC Tommy. Durzy does kill Ian. Durzy gets the double kill. Triple kill. Durzy putting on a Doomfist show. Durzy holding onto his ultimate.
So again, you can see this comp really thrives in the chaos. Team 2 is really gonna have to make a clean dive in order if they want to take this.
I almost think that a swap is in order here. The ults that are available right now do synergize quite well together. However, can't get them off. It doesn't matter. Windows Fire looking to get a dive off. Gets poked a little bit, looking for heal, doesn't get it. D.Va having her defense station baited out. Windows Fire getting a nice shield off. Flare picking up 2 people without ultimate ability. Ooh. Lumi in the fight for his life, running for his life. Managed to keep it though. Washerwan getting a good grenade in, does get a 3-man grenade off. Can they pick up the kills? It does not matter. NGFO 1 pushing through. Washerwan watching teammates die around him.
Yeah, so we can see that they were able to get a really good value out of that Nano Blade there, allowing them to take the first point and really find the advantage they needed.
They found that advantage and they exploited it quite well. All right, NJFO 2 does, or NJFO 1 does have some very powerful ultimate abilities out for this second point, though.
Yeah, they're choosing to run the Bastion here. We're gonna see if they can find value out of that without a shield tank here.
I do like the Bastion pick. He's a friend of mine. Erebos forced to use the ultimate on this Lucio. Flair ignoring the dive into his backline. Ian ulting on this. Witness Fire knocks Kiniko at the mouth with a boop. Flair diving through and killing Poison Flames. Hailstorm killing the Poison Flames turret as well. Nothing on the map from Poison Flames. Tommy, extremely low health in this 1v1 with a damage boosted Diva. Damage boost over. Tommy extremely low, 78 HP, and he dies to Lumi. Nolex does kill Erebos though. Windows, 2200 health, does have ultimate. Is he going to use it? He is not. He gets dropped by Washer One's Ana. Hit scan for the win.
Yeah, so they're running this Bastion on attack here, but they don't have a shield tank for him. He's really going to seem to struggle to keep himself alive, but we're going to see what they do.
Durzo, and Flair does pick up Lumi, though. So let's hope they can push through on this one. That is two very dead people. Erebos trying to get a heal off, cannot get line of sight. Erebos getting dove on and explodes. That's all she wrote for that, Robbie. All right, Ian riding these walls, trying to get some good harass off. Durzy with the ultimate coming out and immediately picking up Ian just off the respawn. 1-2 respawn killed for Ian. That is very unfortunate for them. Lumi getting healed up by the sauna. Both teams brawling in the corners. Tommy managing to sidestep the punch from Doomfist. Does have ult available to him. Can he get it off effectively? Looking to pitch it. He does pitch it into the backline. Can they use it effectively? Does not get a single thing from it. But Flair does have his ultimate available to him. Flair, 4 HP, barely surviving. Does have Hanzo ult. Getting ready to push it forward. This NJFO 1 team looking to get a pincer maneuver on from both sides and sweep and clear them. Erebos throwing out as much damage as he can here for this backline healing of NJFO 1. Hanzo ult looking to scream. Does not pick up anything. Lumi does drop Tommy's mech. Hailstorm picks up Taniko on the dive. Io riding this payload and forcing, immediately backing off from this boosted Torbjorn. Fair getting as much damage off as he can on this tank line. Can he push them off? Does not look like he can. Lumi,
yeah, so we're gonna
really
see
forcing
third
back
point,
Flair.
Third point Numbani here is one of the tougher points to cap. So they're gonna have to have a really good ultimate combination in order to, or a really clean play in general in order to take it. It's almost similar to like a 2CP map, like Anubis, like we saw earlier.
NJFO 1 taking a book out of the book, taking a page out of the Book of Zulu on this with their tactics, forcing them to split up and divide on this attack. The defender's playing this quite well. Poison Flame does get picked on Hailstorm with this Torbjorn. Torbjorn has been doing excellent work in these entire series of tournaments. Nelix healing. Gets picked on Kaniko's Winston. It's a 5v4. Can they push it through? Lumi does have ultimate on this Diva to counter any super hard charging. Lumi following the tank dive through his team. Bastion ult coming in. Windows Fire does pick up Washer 1 with the ultimate ability. Tommy does pick up Durzy. Hailstorm with the charging ultimate picks up Poison Flame Torbjorn. Lumi picking up a kill on Windows Fire and Kaniko picking up the kill on that Bastion. Tommy in the fight for his life with his enemy Diva. He is going to get DMAC'd here unless someone can help him.
Yeah, so we can see that even though they had a strong ultimate, they weren't able to find enough kills with it, and the respawn advantage does come through.
Lumi getting the kill on the mech and Nullix. That does force them back for another couple seconds. Not much left for this team to do. They have 30 seconds left with a respawn still. There are enough ultimate abilities out that they can both, well, it really does ride on who plays the next fight better, because there's enough ultimates out to make a difference for both teams.
Ooh, yikes. It looks like we're going to have a disconnect here. That will be the first pause that we see. So we're going to give him 5 minutes. It looks like before she left, she had a bit of a ping issue. So we're going to give him a minute here to allow him to rejoin.
And Alex is back in. Let's make sure their ping is set up. Don't forget, people, that you can check your ping and your connection quality with Control, Shift, and N in game. It'll show you a nice little graph of a lot of your connection stats. Quite frankly, it's pretty good.
All right, so we're jumping back in here.
Everybody's ready. We are getting in. 2 seconds remaining. We're going to be following Jersey on this. Can he get this pick? He does not get the pick. I'm lying. Follow up. Jersey, extremely low health here. 100 health. Gets the shield off. Has the ult. Oh, Ian sitting in the wings. Ooh, Tommy does pick up that Jersey, though, on that defensive play. On this attack. Hailstorm, cheesing it from long range with this Torbjorn. Remember, Torbjorn does not have any damage drop off on his shots. Flare picking up Erebos with the ultimate. Erebos getting the damage. Lumi getting the damage buff with this D.Va. Full health. Lumi sitting there on this payload like a bump on a log. Extremely low health, 150 HP, 140. Good harass coming out from Poison Flames, who actually kills Ian with the turret, the ultimate. Poison Flames also picking up Windows Fire. Lumi, way too low to do anything on this. Erebos supposed to defensive ult to stall that point without dying, and Flare gets picked off by this Doomfist. Durzo putting a clinic on this backline, and Poison Flames does pick off.
Victory.
Okay. Well then, NGF01 manages to hold that last point due to a very good use of the Zenyatta ult by Erebos.
Yeah, we can see how they struggled to take that last point there. They played very well throughout the whole map, but it's just getting that one coordinated fight in at the end to really seal out the map.
I did notice that through that round that NGF01 was using some rather nice tactics there in surrounding and flanking the enemy on that attack. Taking a page of the Book of Zulu and a page out of the book of, what was his name?
Yep, just give us 1 second while we set up everything behind the scenes.
Hannibal. How did I forget Hannibal? Maybe want a history lesson. Hannibal was an amazing general for the Carthaginians versus the Romans who managed to defeat an army about 5 times larger than his with an envelopment tactic. Only this is a match game, but they still use envelopment tactics quite well to their defense here on this point. And thus, NGF01 takes map 1. Map 2. What's the score? That must be 2. That must be 1-1.
Yes, it is currently 1-1. So we're going to see what this next map plays out. This will be the last map due to time constraints. So the winner in heart will be the winner of this map, but it's looking like Team 1 is running out of time here, so they may have to forfeit this after this map, but we're going to update you as soon as we know, presumably after this map.
John Wick is in trouble. What the heck? All right. NGF01 is notably running their off picks. They are all running, well, not their main roles. For example, Jersey on these DPS is doing good work, but that's not what he normally plays. That is rude, Flare. What did I do to deserve this?
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All right. Jersey going for the 360 on that on that bell. He rang that bell. Let's see if he can ring Capricantus's bell with a drop shot off this point. Bum 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 bum. Copyright infringement. Alright, Jersey pushing through with the Widowmaker, going for a really aggressive pick. Can he get it? He does not, and he gets he gets destroyed by that turret from Capricantus's Torbjorn. Man, he did not stand a chance. He landed right on it. Capricantus picking up another kill. Ooh, Hailstorm. The cheese Torbjorn pick from Capricantus. Really getting some good value out of this. Ooh, Jersey about to get picked off. Oh, good dodging by Jersey. Excellent dodging by Jersey, dodging the entire storm arrow.
Yeah, bit of a meme pick here from the offense.
Oh,
no,
Capri picks up the body shot.
DPS.
Jersey picks up the body shot and Capri. Jersey just spamming damage, but gets picked up by Ian with the cheesy flag. Windows not getting the charge off on that Mei. Is that Erebos on the Bastion? That is. Ooh, good wall off by this Mei. Windows straight, extremely low. Does manage to survive. Great healing by his team, but he's hacked by Sombra. See what we can do with this. Ooh, Jersey picks up Nullix. Windows Fire does pick up Erebos, and Jersey does pick up Windows Fire. Ian does pick up Jersey. This is just a cluster. Can't say that. Lumi looking for the kill before he can get it off, but he cannot. Gets kill anyway on this Ian. On this. Point one. Point one of Dorado does go to NJFO1. Lumi getting way too aggressive and just dives into Widow's Fire and just pops. Ian forced the speed boost out of there.
Bit of a cheese pick coming after from the offense. They are running 6 DPS with no healers or tanks.
Ooh, wow, Nullix picking up Poison Flames, and Erebos does pick up Capricornus' turret. It is 6 DPS versus more or less standard comp. Plus Mei. Capricornus does go down to Erebos, and Ian picks up Jersey with the boop. Oh. Tommy looking to tank some of this ult from this Bastion with a space. Does get a good tank off, and he pops Erebos. One shot. Alright. Good play by NJFO2. Tommy does have his ult available to him. Capcase finish, pick up the kill. Hailstorm picking up Washer 1. Nullix does pick up Kaneko, and Jersey picking up Nullix on the counter kill. Nullix's ult is missing now on that Moira. Full charge here.
We see a really stagnant defense coming out with both standard tanks, Moira, Mei, and Torbjorn. So it's really going to be tough to crack.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do on this low point. You're attacking uphill under a bridge. It is difficult. Lumi getting trapped in a room. Does not get a deflect on that Mei ult, and Hailstorm picks up Lumi. Poison Flames does pick up Tommy though. Tank goes down. Capricantus does pick up the turret. This is kind of just the deathmatch at this point. We need to see some solid pushing coming through from JT. Yeah, and holy hell, words are hard. Washer One being forced to use the ice block. And dodges the charge of the Reinhardt with the wall, but gets dropped by Capricantus anyway. Great play, does not work out. Ian desperately trying to pick up this Genji. Windows does drop Erebos. Windows Fire at half health does have the bubble on him and does have Hammer Down available to him. Windows Fire charging through, does not get anything with it. Can he pick up Lumi? On this Genji, he is isolated, but Erebos is just dropping Ian. Windows Fire does pick up Lumi. Still the Widowmaker. Torbjorn doing work for this team. These teams, both teams. Tommy playing the Zarya to good effect in this round. Getting some good damage off and getting some great shield. Sombra doing annoying Sombra things, not really getting any picks though. For this Kiriko. Good walkaway shield from Tommy. Does not matter, because Poison Flames does pick up that Ian. Yeah, him. Unfortunate. Erebos does pick up. Ooh, diving from the Doomfist. He picks up the double kill. Ian, extremely low health, 15 HP, and gets dropped by the AoE from Erebos' soldier rockets. Erebos making a clinic of this high ground with the soldier.
I'm ready to unleash the molten core.
Doomfist charging through. Oh, the Widowmaker 1v1, and it does not work out for Widowmaker. Ian does get hacked by the AoE hack, and gets dropped. Durzy with the kill on Tommy, does push the point forward. Hyper Candace on the Doomfist.
We're really seeing the lack of coordination from NGFO2 here. All they need to do is systematically pick off each DPS, and that's all they need. But really, they're just getting memed on here.
It is hard to play against 6 DPS players that know how to play the characters, though. Like, there is no denying that. It is a lot of damage that is really hard to play against. Windows Fire does have ult available, so does Moira. Lumi and Poison Flames on Genji and Torbjorn. Washers one immediately ulting. Erebos does have ult available on the soldier as well. Oh, Windows Fire gets fisted into the wall, but picks up a kill on Durzy with a cheeky counter push. Hailstorm picks up Washer one with the turret. Poison Flames picks up Tommy. Who is not dead? That is a long-range turret, doing a lot of work. Kaneko forgets that Sombra can't push in stealth anymore. Lumi's swapping to Pharah. Kaneko forced to recall. He gets to go for the cheeky sneak. Are on the side. Kappa Candace on the Sombra as well. Nelix throwing a ball forward. Can this line do it? Oh! Excellent picks by this NGFO2 team, picking up 3 easy kills. On Tommy picking up Washer Wand as well. Kappa Candace forced to recall. Ian on the soldier as well. We're running a 3 DPS, 1 healer, and 2 tank comp to deal with the sheer amount of damage coming out. And NGFO1 cannot take that 3rd point.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
Yeah, so we can see that obviously when a comp fails, no matter how good the team is, sometimes you need healers in your comp. But good showing from both teams. It was very interesting to see how they're able to capitalize on the squishies and systematically take out.
I feel like this is absolutely good practice for NGFO2, though, due to being the less practiced team against a lot of cheese. They're showing their flexibility, or at least their adaptation to... Well, yeah, that's flexibility. And like I said before, this is really good practice for these teams. They are sister teams, after all, so that's why you're seeing, like, 6 DPS coming out. NGFO1 being, of course, the team with the most experience, to my knowledge.
Yeah, so we're going to see how the attacking team here is going to choose to operate. They're definitely going to have to take care of each of the squishies individually, as we will see 5 supports coming out this time. To see, you know, Doomfist runs really great against that. Widow, Hanzo, any pick potential character is going to be really good against this.
That is a lot of damage coming out of NGFO1. And the sad thing is, this comp is definitely runnable in this meta. It's cheese, but it's viable cheese.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Kappa Candace going through that gate as fast as possible. Managing to dodge the rocket. Washer Wand picks up Ian instantly off the gate. Durzy managing to heal off on his teammates. No one gets picked. Winston diving in, gets the stun off, forces them back off. Good work by Durzy to keep that Winston out of his line. Erebos does drop Tommy.
So we're going to see where the sustain really comes in here. They're going to have to be able to pick off a single character through this healing.
There's so much damage coming out of this support team, too. Poison Flames beating Windows Fire to death. Oh, the BM. Erebos doing a lot of damage here. NJFO1 swarming this point, really not giving NJFO2 any room to breathe. All tanks versus all supports. Erebos managing to get away with some, quite frankly, BS hook dodging. Ian forced to use... Oh, good play by Erebos. Did not get one-shot by the hook combo. Wind of Fire does pick up Kaneko. Wind of Fire picking the double kill on Washer Wand. Lumi. In a 1v1 with a hamster. Gets out of there. Does he survive? He does not. Nolex picked him a double kill with the ultimate. Tommy picked up the kill on Lumi.
Yeah, the sustain is a really obnoxious trick I get through here. They're gonna need a lot of focused fire damage to take them out individually.
Ian not caring at all about that. And Tommy with the dive takes out the turret. And Poison Flame kills Windows Fire as a counter to killing that turret. Ian using this Roadhog to good effect in this game. Does have ultimate available to him. Capricantus eating a lot of damage with his face on this hamster. Moira does go down. Kaneko taking out Tommy. Kaneko also taking out Ian on the Roadhog. Lumi on this Mercy does have ult available. Fury Form on this Bastion is doing so much damage against moving in a straight line character. Bastion doing good work against this Torbjorn. From NJFO1. Ian holding on to that heal quite well, but gets dropped by Kaneko. Capricantus does have his ultimate available on this hamster. They're pushing forward. They do have the first point. This is the third map of this best of 3. Ian picking up a nice kill on that Zenyatta and the turret. Oh! Ian with the hook on Washer Wand to drop him with the Roadhog. Tommy diving down, forcing out Torbjorn. No, it's just doing amazing work on this Moira to heal his team up, and Lumi gets dropped by Hailstorm and Moira combo. Windows win, forced to charge forward in order to get not picked off by this Torbjorn. This NJFO1 team pushed really far out of position. They need to keep 3 people on this payload. Capricantus playing spinning hamster, just hits the wall, loses all momentum. Hailstorm picking up 2 people with the Bastion ult. Lumi resurrecting Poison Flame. Washer Wand takes out Capricantus on the hamster. Windows Fire. Jersey picking up Ian with his Bridget. Erebos does have his ultimate available on him with this Lucio. Great block on that boot by Windows Fire, but it does not matter because the fist comes through and takes him out. Erebos really playing great defense with this Lucio, using those boots to good effect. This Bastion. Jersey does take out Nullix to support, forcing Erebos to ult on Lucio. Capricantus has a lot of shields on him. Extremely low health, though. Poison Flame does drop Hailstorm. Bastion is down. So is Winston. Roadhog down as well for this NJFO2 team. And so is the Hamster and the Reinhardt. NJFO2 must reset.
Yeah, again, they really want to run something that can take out squishies quickly. Any sort of sniper is really, really good here. Doomfist is really good for this. And you can just see the difference in coordination that really needs to occur in NJFO2 if they want to stand a chance here.
Nullix forced to use his ball to heal in close range. Ian getting extremely low. Ana does not get the grenade off. Great dodge by Ian. Capricanus is popped by Poison Flames to Torbjorn. And Jersey just rolling through this team. Nullix gets flanked and destroyed by Jersey. Lucio getting some cheeky pushes. Washer Wand drops the Winston with that Ana. Lucio goes down. Or Lucio takes out Reinhardt. Noix forced to recall out of a situation they may not have wanted to recall out of. Ooh, Ian does pick. Bloomy is ulting to keep this push going. Well, counter push going from this defensive team. Washerwan drops Tommy with 4 of his teammates. Good flank by Hailstorm. Can he get the kill on this Zenyatta? He cannot. He does manage to finally pick up the kill. It is Mercy. Nelix is picked off. And unfortunately for NJFO 2, they cannot push through onto this NJFO 1 team. That was just too far out for them to really do anything effectively against it. They were managing to get picks, but there was just too much of space.
Okay, so I'm getting info now that NJFO 1 has to forfeit. They don't have enough time to play. So this was the last map. Yes, so this was the last map. NJF2 is gonna NJFO 2 is going to be the victors. Because NJF1 is going to choose to forfeit from here on out. So that will be the last map.
I thought that was map 3.
It's best of 5. They just want to do a best of 3. NJFO 1 doesn't have the time to play. So NJF2, so they're forced to forfeit. So NJF2 wins.
Okay. Nice.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on your stream.
Thank you for being here,
everyone can have fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed having you as my co-caster.
Yeah, no problem. I'll look forward to doing it in the future. All right. I'm gonna pop out. If you want to do any closing comments on the stream, that's great. But I will see everyone else later.
Okay. Well, that was Erebos of NJFO 1 as my co-caster, casting while playing. That was excellent. Now let's go harass Nullix, because they're playing my favorite Moira. NJFO 2. Hello. Null.
Ah! Where's our pizza?
Oh my god, no more push to talk.
No more push to talk.
Where's our pizza?
Where's our pizza, dude? We threw for our pizza. You promised us a pizza if we lost.
No, if you won, maybe, but you didn't even win.
Everyone threw. Everyone threw.
We won one map.
What do you mean everyone threw? I got fucking top damage on all those. Yeah, because you're the only one that gold damage like half the game.
They said had gold deaths.
James, you said we got a pizza if we threw or something?
Everybody.
Well, that was a fun tournament. These will run every Sunday as far as I'm aware. Any changes to the scheduling for this tournament will be posted in the tournament Discord. The link's in the description, the first link. If you want to complete these tournaments, it's open entry. You can enter with a team or by yourself. Link's also in the description. If you want to support me personally as a caster, because I am doing this currently freelance. I hope to be doing this in the future because I really enjoy working with these guys. It's a great group to work with for me. So yes, if you want to support me, there is a Patreon link in the description as well as Humble Bundle links. I get a cut. It also charity. It's a Tiger Reserve in North Carolina, complete non-profit. I really like them. They are great. Well, great to choose to actually support with Humble Bundle. So yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff on sale right now. It's approaching Black Friday as well. So if you want to pick up any cheap games, there you go. If you guys like my content, please like and subscribe. If you want to join my Discord and keep up with my community, because I do stream other games as well. I stream a lot of games personally, and I also stream Overwatch personally. Yes, those links are in the description. I thank you all for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and please share these tournaments if you want them to continue. We do need more players. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night.